when you press the button twice. Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Or Fly Day. We've made it to the weekend. I do hope you're keeping very, very well. You join us for another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We're in Greece. We're in Athens. And we're going to go for a ramble. Many thanks to Jim for the host, along with Luke was there as well. I thank you. So I do hope you guys are keeping very well. We have a plan. Who would have thought? Murphy has a plan. Anyway. We're on the ground here in Athens. We're going to take a quick tour over the city. We're going to check out the Acropolis, where we can have a look at the Parthenon. From there, we're going to head down to Mykonos, one of the islands. Then we're going to open it up to the multiplayer. Then we head to a place called Santorini. For relaxing times, make it Santorini times. And then finally, we're heading down to Heraklion. Or Herakloin, but it's Heraklion. Another island, which of course is on the beautiful island of Crete. How's that for a flight plan? Anyway, there's loads of people here this evening. It's great to see you all. I hope you had a good week. It was a busy week for me. I got over myself the other day with the frosty weather and dropping the jug of water. The cat got her revenge, by the way. Around 2 o'clock on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Did you ever allow, or have you ever been the recipient of a cat licking you on the face? It was like sandpaper. And I woke up to that. Positively terrifying. Anyway, we're going to say hello to some peoples. You're all very good for joining us here on a Friday. It's the weekend. We've made it. Who do we have? We have John E. He says, good Friday evening to you. Sir Vass is in the house, along with Sean Dunn. Alison Johnson is here. Samuel Weeks has rambled in, along with SK Sun. Happy Friday. Alison says, good evening, Murph. Hey, everyone. Happy Fly Day. I see what you did there. I approve. Brother Lowe is here. He's watching us over on Twitch. Major Butters in the house. Mountain Biking Rules is here, as is Dangerous Brian. Happy Friday, guys. You're all very welcome aboard. Samuel Weeks has rambled in. He says, I came on when there was only 3 people watching. I'm always on time. Nice, dude. Papa Joe B and Catbat9 have rambled in. John E says, it's a nice Greek soundtrack. Indeed, indeed. Scotland 737 Project says, in the pub just now, finishing off my pint. I'll see you in a bit. I'd love to be in the pub. I'd love to be. But you're very welcome along. Mountain Biking Rules digging the music. Marco Gorman is in the house. Happy Friday to you, my dude. BMW E46 is here, along with Jim Oates. He says, big cheer for Alison, who claimed first yet again. Ghost Rider 115 is in the house. Red Dragon CYM says, I'm beginning to think that Murphy picks the flight plan depending on which music he's found. Well, I have named some crazy music and we're going there. But yes, we are digging the music from epidemicsound.com. It's awfully nice. So yes, Marco Gorman is here, as is Brian Clark. Happy Friday to you, my dudes. Merlin Flyer has rambled in. He says, good evening, Murph and Fireflies. Fireflies? They're the cousins of the Fireflies. Kendra is here. Good evening. Last time in Athens, I was delayed in the airport and missed my connection. Oh dear. Well, I can think of worse places, I suppose, to be stuck in. But yes, Johnny says, anyone else seeing or not seeing servers? Oh dear, are there gremlins about? Let's hope not. Who else? Philly Roach is here. He says, evening all. Go Joe. Go Joe. Talk to Joe. Sure. Yeah, sure. Who else? Peter, Fast Pete 84 is in the house. Colonel Fork is here. He says, I'm totally not first. That's okay, my dude. Catbat9 says, I can't believe it's not butter. I know, right? Why, Darren is here. He goes, oopa, evening, Nikos. Who else? Andrew Brown is here. He says, good evening all. By the way, Murph, I'm Andy Brown on everything except YouTube. It wouldn't let me change my name. Thy is a dreadful circumstance, but that's okay, Andy, or Andrew Brown. Do you prefer Andy or Andrew? That is the question. Rodrigo Pichari is in the house. Happy Friday to you. Jack Keane is here. Hello, Jack. Who else? Just loads. Have you nothing to do on a Friday? Welsh Rugby has rambled in along with Scott Briggs. He says, rest in peace, Mr. Connery. I watched Highlander and The Rock the past week. Yeah. What a last couple of weeks we've had, and the passing, of course, of the legend that is Sean Connery. And we do give a tip of the hat and a salute. What an actor. And we watched a couple of Sean Connery movies the other day. And A Bridge Too Far he was in. And The Rock. And what else did we watch that he was in? What was the other one? We watched James Bond and that, but there was something else we watched. Oh, Entrapment. Yeah, it was Entrapment. That scene. Anyway, Bad Dog is here. He says, hiya Murph, hope you are well. Happy Friday. He's a great dog. Really great. Hello, Bad Dog. You're very welcome aboard. Philly Road says, this flight is going to make me miss travelling so much. I know, right? Wayland is in the house. He says, greetings. Peter Peppermint is here. It's cold here tonight. It's a solid 8 degrees, which is enough to be... It's cold. I think my fridge is only about 4 degrees, so that'll tell you. Benny P is in the house along with Jepson 2001. Welcome. Who else? John Mathers is in the house. Big Shot Muffy is here. He's watching us over on Twitch. He says, just landed in Athens. It's a tad windy on live weather. Ooh, indeed. Jim Oates says, Murph, I told you the cat will always win. It did. She did. It did. The cat won. Annalisa is in the house. Happy Friday. She goes, that's not revenge. The cat is saying sorry. As Lauren Smith has just subscribed. Many thanks, Lauren. The cat was saying sorry. I don't think so. Well, maybe she... I don't know. It was really funny this evening when I came in from work. If you drive for I have an hour's commute, 1 hour. And when I go home, I tend to get static electricity. And I have to be careful because usually I'll go for the tap to wash my hands first. And usually I'll get a dart, static, as in, and I didn't this evening. And I said to myself, that's kind of odd. And then the cat kind of appeared doing that shoulder number, as they do. And I went to pet the cat and was like, hello, cat. And she got a belted static electricity off me. The sound was hilarious. She's okay now. It was funny. Mrs. Two-Tone didn't think it was funny. I thought it was hilarious because the cat made the sound that, like a car screech. And she's okay now, though. What could you do? That cat would have... That cat would have flown across the room, indeed. Bombasso is in the house. Happy Friday to you, as is Kenneth Norton. Rogers RC, Sand Scorcher 75 is here, saying good evening, finally Friday, and another Flight Sim stream, indeed. Ed Reed is here as well. Good evening to you, my dude. Robert Murrow is here. Happy Friday. Dougal McTavish has rambled in, saying, evening fellas. Got Border Collies says, it is Friday. Indeed it is. TV Nubia is here. Good evening to you. Gary McCarthy has rambled in saying, evening Murph, evening all. How are you, Gary? Bosman is here, says, my cat sits on my chest in the morning and licks my face to wake me. It's like sandpaper, sticky, wet sandpaper. And yes, it's still not clean, but it's grand. we'll get over it. Luxer911 says, evening Murph, I'm on for an hour and then off to crash some trucks. Be careful what you wish for. Dangerous Brian says, don't wish to burst bubbles, but I think John E was first. There's competition to see who is first into the room or the house or the... Sydney OSB is here. Evening Two-Tone from Cape Town. Please confirm the server for tonight. It'll probably be on the North Europe server. So we're going to go solo for the first leg, and then once we get down to... Hang on, I can pronounce this. Mykonos. Then we'll open it up to the multiplayer. Andrew Brown says Andy. So Andy Brown says Andy. Very good, Andy. We should call you Andy. And from that day forth, they called him Andy. Jim Oates says, congratulations to all the Two-Tone Murphy mug winners. Indeed. So we ran a competition over on our Discord. Be sure you guys check it out. And we gave away free mugs. Which are these fellas. Hang on, don't spill it. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Well, it wouldn't be. We had 5 of these to give away to 5 lucky people. And don't worry, we'll do another one soon. So congratulations and well done. Brother Lowe says, my wife insisted we watch Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Seemingly, Sean Connery actually sang in that film, I think, and it was actually him singing. I wasn't aware of it. So far, day 3 of downloading Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh dear, that's long. Indeed, that is long. But hang on in there, it'll be worth it. Billy Rose says, Murph, check out Irish artist Seamus Fogarty for the music. We'll have a look. With Catherine Zeta-Jones, says Scott. Indeed, that scene. But yes, Bell Bro is here. By the way, how is Loggy doing? He's grand. We put him into storage. He's chilled out, and he's going to wait till next year to provide another scream. Causeway04 is in the house. Happy Friday to you. Keen Lafford is here. He said, it's Friday already. Why didn't anyone tell me? Indeed. But yes, it's all bananas. E-Core is here. The Chasman has arrived. He says, what up, Murph? What up indeed, my dude. How are you? Scott Flanagan rather says, how are you, Murph, from Belfast? How are you, my dude? Hello from Tipperary. Angulator 22 is here. Can't wait to see Greece. I know, right? It's stunning. Little bit heavy on the frames is Athens, but you'll see why now in a little bit. Ken Shaw is here watching us on Twitch. Sydney O is here from Cape Town. He says hello. Botsing has rambled in. Hey Murph, today is a good day. I finally have a 5950X CPU and a 3090 GPU, and Flight Sim now plays butter smooth. That's just great news, and we're not jealous at all. But best of luck with it. That's fantastic news, my dude. Annalisa says, poor pet. I used to rub balloons on my cats to make them stick to them. They always acted like nothing was wrong. Kendra says, what's the name of the cat? Has it 2 tones? Is it cat 2? No, it's literally cat. As in we call the cat for simplicity. It's handy if you have animals like there's dog and cat. I used to have 2 fish. One was called Fish and his friend was called Fishy. Mansley 888 has rambled in along with Kieran Nile. Good evening, my dudes. Simon Hughes King is here. Happy Friday. Randy Hurst, call me anything but late to dinner. Happy Friday. Jackie Dorr is here, as is Peter Carney. It's all Greek to me. Indeed. Ailerons into wind. He says, wait, I'm here. As he's slightly out of breath. But good evening to you, Ailerons. Who else? Let me see. Joe Blow Photo is in the house. Indeed. Right, we shall continue. I think I've caught up with the chat. Chippy A is here as well. I had a fish with no eyes called Fish. Zed Packets has subscribed as well. Many thanks, my dude. I had a fish with no eye, called him Fish. What you call a dog with no legs? Call him what you'd like, he'll never get you. Oh, he's on. Anyway, we're in this machine this evening. This is, of course, the Cessna Grand Caravan, the 208, if you will. And it's just kind of the right thing to be in. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this machine started here, and then we're going to say hello and a big shout out to some people. Who else rambled in? Dazati Arab is here. He says, evening Murph and all. I'm 31st in line for my 3090 from Overclockers in the UK. Nice. Bartman7490 is here. Andrew Brown says, or Andy, says, I have cats called Guinea, Mouse and Little Shot. Last one changed due to family stream. Beamy Noble Drew is here. He's watching us over on Twitch. Good evening. So we are in the Cessna. And I like this airplane because, well, it's rugged, it's hard going, and I actually jumped out of one of these. So we're going to turn on our fuel tanks. That's the first thing. The second thing, we're going to turn on our battery and see if you notice something. What's that? Aviation 42 is in the house. Happy Friday. Phil Boardman is here. Hello all from the UK. Centurion has rambled in. Good evening. So what we have running in the background, as we have our little avionics package on here, it is a program called FSATC Chatter. And I'll show you it now. Bear with me. So this gadget here is from a company called Stick and Rudder Studios. They made a fantastic range of plugins over on X-Plane, XATC Chatter, and it also has another program, X Camera. Really, really handy plugins to have for any sort of a flight simulator. Now, they've only featured before on X-Plane. This is a running beta for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Essentially, what this program does, and it's quite intelligent, it loads in pre-saved and edited files, and they're voice clips. They have a license with Live ATC, and basically it's using SimConnect, so you can connect this. It runs as a separate program, you know, outside of the simulator, but it knows where to find the sim. And when you tune your radios in to any of the frequencies, it will load in the voice tracks belong to that frequency. Or if it can't find that exact airport, it'll load in that region, if you know what I mean. Burke's Rim is in the house. Happy Friday. So we're on the ground. We have our radios tuned to 121.8, which is the ground frequency here over in Athens. And we have an array of options. So we have an option to play the chatter. You can use COM 1 or COM 2. You can select the region in which you're flying. And if we press that button, it stops. But we'll leave it play for a minute. Obviously, if you're in the United States, you won't be listening to European. So you can hit United States. And let's see what it does. It should load in an American track. An American track? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It did earlier.
Southwest 470. Over here at gate 9, read a push.
Southwest 473, your push off at gate 9 is approved.
See what I mean? It's absolutely amazing. And then you can, you know, there's a whole load of customizable options with this thing. You can, you know, how often do you want this thing chatting? Or how quiet do you want it to be? Okay, shush now for a sec. We'll now get on to the audio panel. So here you can tell this program, well, where do you want the sound of this ATC to go? So it's a really handy feature. You can just have the sound in your headphones, which really gives you that immersion if you're flying with your, you know, exterior sounds on. That's just picking up every audio device I have running. You can tweak the volume here with the volume slider. Over on the right hand side then, you can tell it what facilities you want to tune into. And then these are giving you all the nearby radio frequencies based on our area. And as you fly, obviously, they update. So a couple of other things, automatic controllers. Basically, this means that'll load the track specific to that comm channel or the frequency. And then you can select, you know, departure ground, departure tower, departure control, or center approach. You can select what channel you want to be listening to. So, for example, if you're in the cruise and you're flying an airliner, well, you don't really want to listen to departure ground. You'll probably be listening to, I don't know, approach or center. Likewise, if you're on the ground in a little Cessna, well, you don't really need to be listening to, you know, arrivals or, you know, what else? Center. You'll be listening, obviously, to the ATIS and the ground tower. So it's really, really handy, and it's a beta, so keep your eyes for it. There will be a full release coming soon. It'll probably change quite a bit, but from what I can see, and from the developer, a chap by the name of Mark, really, really super guy, and I absolutely adore this kind of stuff, because it brings fantastic immersion into the sim. And it runs flawlessly, because it runs outside of the sim. There's no impact on frames, or on performance, or on anything. It just says, right, you're here. Oh yeah, I'll show you. We'll show you in action. So, how do we do this now without breaking things? So, if we look here, you can see that we're currently tuned to 121.8, and I need this fella. So we'll just move this. Hang on, we'll move it there. No, we won't. We'll move it there. So you can see I'm on 121.8 as located over here. So if I change this to, let's say, ground 121.750. If you click, it automatically changes the radio. That's super cool. Or tower. So it changes them all for you, which is a really, really nice plugin. So I thought I'd show you that this evening. I did put a little link in the Discord to alert you guys of what the program is currently up and doing. So be sure to check it out. It should be releasing fairly soon. It's. I know Mark says it's still a beta, but it looks fairly complete to me. Boeing 21159 is in the house. Jim says, oh my, this sounds amazing. Indeed. BMW says, will you be flying the Caravan all night? Probably. They do more talking on that radio than they're doing in the House of Commons, says Keane Lafford. But yeah, it's seriously cool. Audio going into the headphones, says Annalisa. Yeah, it is. It's super cool. Ecor says it's cool. Joseph Gambino is in the house. Good evening to you. British Model Airways is here. Top of the evening to you, my dude. Happy Friday. Who else? Cracking name, British Model Airways. I know, right? Fantastic. Who else? A Soviet Potato is here. Hello, comrades. Yes, comrades. You're welcome to tonight's stream. Yeah, we better not get carried away. Kikuhi Lucy is here. Good evening. Hugo McTavish has rambled in. So, yeah, we're going to get our engines started up, and then we're going to say hi to people, and then we're going to get out of here, which is our want. So, we need some lights. So, we're going to turn on our nav and beacon. Our smoking, cabin lights, and seatbelt lights can all come on at this stage as well. What else? Avionics are fine. Standby instruments, turn them on. These guys, don't need them guys. Okay, I think we're good for our lighting. So in order to start this machine here, we have our prop set to full. We have throttle working here. Mixer is down, so we're going to go starter on. So fuel boost is on, starter's on, ignition to on. Prop is coming up, ITT is rising, RPM is rising here as well. Paul is here, he says, hi Murph, back with you tonight. What else should you be doing during a lockdown? Warhamster's in the house, as is 6 Knots. Good evening to you, my dudes, you're very welcome along. Hejimi Takashi is in the house. Happy Friday. So, engines are coming alive. We can turn our starter off, ignition back to normal. Avionics are already on. Fuel pumps to normal. That's all okay here. We're going to go over to our CDI. We're going to put it onto our GPS mode because we have a little bit of a flight plan. Now, what we're going to do when we take off, we're going to fly up over Athens itself, or Athens proper. And we're going to go at an altitude of 4,000 feet. We'll dial that in there now. That looks good to me. Turn on our flight directors, which are on there now as well. And then we'll jump over like this. So, at this stage, I'm going to say hello and thank you to a lot of people who go above and beyond the Call of Duty. They do more than subscribe and follow. They actually support the channel, which is I'm very grateful for it. It's not a necessity, I do say. You know, the year we're having this year, I would be more happy that you guys keep your few spondoolies and money and put it into the sim. You know, it's great for buying the add-ons on the planes. But if you feel the need to support the channel, well, I'm very grateful indeed, and I just want to say a big hello and thanks to all these wonderful people. So we have 3 different tiers. We have flight crew, co-pilots, and pilots in command, and each tier does a different tier. They're all at various price ranges, and well, we get a couple of different bits and bobs as well. So I want to say hello and thanks, starting off with our flight crew. Big shout out to Peter, also known as Fast Pete, Roy Mal 9, Tim Middleton, Sim Dad, Neville Johnson, Catbat 9, Red Dragon CYM, Nick Stratford, Ludos Regum, Major Butter, Simon Bevan, WB 1990, Tarvuti, Hal Jor, Rudiger Odenbach, Burned Bash, T-Man Gaming X, Jack61, Papa Joe B, Bartman7490, Ethan Short, and Andy Shaw. Thank you all so very, very much, my dudes. Really appreciate it. Cheers and sláinte, and here's to good health. Tasty beverage for a Friday night. Peter Pepperman says, does Ireland celebrate November 5th? Remember. No, we don't. I don't know why, but we just don't. Ben Return says, I thought it was 25 minutes late. Now I'm guessing that. That's okay. I was late the other night. It's totally fine. Direct Max EV, evening Murph. Might get on for the multiplayer later. What is the plan for multiplayer session? Hope you're well. Many thanks, my dude. So we're starting off here in Athens. We're going to ramble down to Mykonos, then Santorini, and Iroquois. That is the plan. I see that the weather got an update. There's new presets from SoFly. Indeed, there is. Colonel Fork says we have some real MVPs in this community. that go above and beyond, even memberships and subscriptions. You lads and lasses are amazing. We'll tell you about a story now in a minute as we continue on with our salute to these people. So the next tier up are the co-pilots, and they feature both here on YouTube and on Twitch. So I'll say a big shout out to Boomer Sim Pilot, Dougal McTavish, Ozflight Simmer, Gibbo Ireland, Cole, Jan Moorcamp, Chippy A, Mountain Biking Rules, Ryan D. Walker, Dangerous Brian, Rob Lewis, Maj C888, Andrew Brown, or Andy as we know, Sean Leo, Daza T. Arab, The Vigia Crusader, The Burko Flyer, Bad Dog, Warhamster, Avio Man, Pilot Peely, Samuel Dye, Patrick Cullen, and Brian Spain. Thank you all so very, very much, my guys. Moving on to our Twitch people. A big shout out to Colonel Fork 85, Captain Bombasso, Cool Sax 98, Neon Jedi, Samantha, Geek Brun Lee, Quesadilla, Storm Talker, KG Moose, Big Ears 60, Adam Jacob 9er5, Ibuprofen 007, Annalisa, Wayne Prefontaine, Andy Brown 7, Brother Lowe, Lukester 911, Fugras 1, Big Shot Muffy, and Glennet 74. Thank you all so very, very, very much. You are fantastic and awesome and brilliant. And then last but not least, our pilots in command. A big shout out to Scotland 737 Project, who's in the pub having a pint, but he'll be here shortly. Ailerons into Wind, Sticky Rice 82, Dan, Alison Johnson, Scott Voigt, Mark O'Gorman, Jim Oates, Ed Reed, and Colonel Fork 85. Thank you all so very, very much. I really do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely awesome in more ways than I can probably explain with words. Maybe some sort of a dance, but that'll come later. So, with that said, it's time to taxi and get moving. Gibbo's in the house, good evening. Sticky Rice has rambled in, how are you? The clouds are looking a bit dark. They're looking kind of ominous out there. But they look nice. Piatta's here as well, he says, I want a mug like that. The cup or the face? Did you see what I did? WB1990 is in the house. He says, hey Murph, just tuning in. Delighted to have won one of the mugs. Thanks very much. Well, thank you, my dude. And thank you to everyone for all your support. My guys, you're all absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll try and keep things as moving. So we get all our little engine components and stuff set up. Our lights and all that good stuff are now on as well. Oh, do you know what we need to do? Zoom in here now. Our PFD, we want to get wind indication. And our transponder, we want to go to altitude. We're going to stay below the clouds. British Model Airways has subscribed. Many, many thanks, my dude. So, the Owl Cessna Caravan. A great owl rugged machine altogether. Ulrich is in the house. Good evening. Jimmy says, yeah, take off already. Your fuel will be empty. I know, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the captain would like to apologise for burning up all the fuel. He was on the phone. Ryan D. Walker is here. He says, good evening. Just loading up. Indeed. The Irish Jig. Could you imagine it? He's in a strange place to park, but don't mind him. We'll go our own way. So I witnessed something magical last night. I was watching one of our valued members live stream to that of a gentleman called Colonel Fork 85. And well, the good Colonel, he and I both relatively started streaming Flight Simulator in and around the same time. And he provided me with a lot of knowledge and tips and pointers on how to make stuff work. Because I approached all of this technology like a goat looks at thunder. I couldn't really understand a lot of it. So a lot of help from Colonel Fork in terms of put that there and try this and do that. And we kind of help each other out now. And I was watching a stream last night, as I tend to do. I do enjoy Colonel Fork's streams because I learn lots. Usually interesting places. And, well, I know how to pronounce names because I can't really do that here. Killer Meme Star is here. He goes, oh, top of the morning to you. Indeed, top of the morning. Cherub is here as well. Good evening. Direct Max says, how come your sim is so smooth? The graphics. I don't know. It's all to do with settings. Not too smooth now. I just ran over a taxiway light. Jam Fjord is in the house. Good evening. He says, how was your week? Pretty good, my dude. It was hectic. But we're here now, and I hope you're keeping well. Travis Harmon is in the house. He says, evening, Murph. Greece is just beautiful. Do you know, I've never been to Greece. My brother was in Crete, I believe, and he really liked it. Chippy A says, I know more about Michigan than I do about my own town now. I know, right? Absolutely fantastic. Owen 593 has rambled in, top of the Friday to you. So anyway, watching the stream last night, and the Colonel was taking off from Daytona. It was a real feel of kind of, you know, what was it called? Thunder... What was that movie? Oh, I forgot. Days of Thunder. I feel the need. Anyway, and it was grand, and he was flying, and we had a lot of dudes flying. He had a lot of dudes flying. I was in a state of tiredness, as I think a few of our other members were as well. So we were mainly on the watch. We were supervising, or we were observing the madness. And two very kind of magical and amazing things happened by the good community that we have here, and it's very much a shared community. I watch other streamers no different than you guys. We all have our favourites, and we all have... Don't watch that guy. But, you know, we all share in this little community, which is great. You know, the likes of Ozflight Simmer, he'll ramble in here at the odd time. Lukester, he's streaming his own stuff later on tonight. Myself and the Colonel do our own stuff. Jim Oates has some videos. Ailerons into Wind. It's absolutely fantastic. And two of our guys, last night, and I won't name them because there's no need to steal thunder, but I have to say, hats off to them. Huge donations, and a show of support for Colonel Fork, and I just thought it was an amazing thing to see. And it's all about people helping people be people, if you know what I mean. So I thought it was really nice. So hats off to you, and yeah, I'm very much, well, I'm privileged to be in this community with all you lot, and I'm sure you lot are happy to be in a community with everyone else. So it's brilliant. How does a goat look at thunder? Wait for it. Or it basically mildly confused and terrified at the same time. Valstom is in the house. Good evening. Who else? It's a busy night here tonight. Beamy Noble Drew says, just joined your Discord. I do my own stuff. Nice, dude. I'm humbled, indebted, and blessed to be here, indeed. Okay. Are we ready to go? Are you sure now? Will we talk for another 20 minutes? If you're new here, by the way, this is kind of what we do. We'll have the app for a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll get going. So if you just want to tune in for the flying, aim for 9 o'clock. So flaps are set, squawking, lights are on, power coming in. Fred the Puppet is here. He says, hello, I'm new to the channel. Hello, Fred the Puppet. Happy Friday. And Elisa says, a lovely bunch of lads all together. Ed Reed has... holy moly. Ed, I'm doing a takeoff. I'll crash. Ed Reed with a donation through Super Chat. Many thanks, Ed. I don't know what to say. But many thanks. It's a night of nights. And how do you take off after something like that happens? Hang on. We'll take off. We'll get established. Jeez. Ed, thank you so very much, my dude. Really appreciate it. So, positive rate of climb. We have no landing gear to bring back in, so that's okay. Watch the L rate of climb, Murph. Flaps are in. A little bit bouncy, but we'll get over ourselves. So we want to watch our engine, torque, and ITT here. So we'll lower these guys back a little bit. That's a little bit healthier. So we'll sync our heading. We're going to click on heading mode. We're going to go to autopilot, V speed. We want to climb at around 500. 500. V speed, not V nav. That'll do. So we'll continue on this climb, heading out this kind of neck of the woods. Actually, we'll turn slightly right. And that should lead us down towards the coast. It's very easy to over torque the Cessna. But many thanks, Ed. I really appreciate it. Who else is here? Damien Noob is here. Good evening. Just a bit of gratitude, says Ed. Well, Ed, thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Ben McClure says, I missed it. What plane is this? I'm guessing the Caravan. Indeed, it is. I can't spell to save my life. Well, I can't save my life to spell, so we're doing good. It's all good, Ben. But yeah, super awesome community. You're all brilliant and fantastic. And those of you who are not in a position to do any sort of the donations and you know, don't worry. For your presence alone is present enough. Did you like that? I meant it. But just having you guys here, it's always a howl. It's always great. And I truly look forward to these live streams. And I'm always getting worried going, there's going to come a time they're just going to be sick of you. So I'll have to start reinventing myself. And that'll happen soon. Murph, your whiskey for next Monday is sorted. Indeed, indeed. But it is an awesome community. And, well, thanks a mil. And a big shout out as well to all our mods, moderators, our team, our troop, if you like, or our squad. All our moderators do keep the channel moving and keeping the strange, odd people away. Jacob Cleary has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. So a big hats off to all our moderators here tonight, which include Dougal McTavish, Jim Oates, Ed Reed, Dangerous Brian, Colonel Fork, to name just a few. Scott Voigt is in here somewhere as well. I do believe he's working on his new computer, setting it all up. The live weather is absolutely foul. It's very windy on live weather indeed. And Elisa says, dad joke mixed with a heartfelt comment. Only you, Murph. All the landings will be grease tonight, says Chippy A. I see what you did there and I liked it. Only 192 days till Eurovision is here. Really? I think it's Keen. He's keen, that fella. So at this stage, as we take off, we're going to listen to some music and check out some of the sites. So hang on. We'll be turning very shortly. And basically what we want to do, we want to have a look at the Acropolis. Because on the Acropolis you have, well, you have the Parthenon. And you have the Temple of Athena of Nike. And this was all built back in the latent pleasantness, back in, you know, the 490s to 420s BC. I can't even build a shed in my garden and it's 2020. These guys were doing it 2,500 years ago. Or, well, yeah, pretty much. So it is modelled in the sim. It's fantastic to see, so we'll check it out. Air Maximus is here. He says a go-go route to fly is not EIDL. It's grand. Donegal is grand. Sassy H is here. Learn and Grow has rambled in. Good evening. Back in their days of Socrates, says Philly Roach. Indeed, indeed. So let me see. Spin to the right hand side here, Murph, in your own good time, like. Whoa, something like that. We're gonna press this button with this button and check out the views. So the weather is kind of, it's doing its thing. Johan Frags is here. He says, greetings from Greece. Greetings. Kane Leffert says, I can look at things very far away. I should say, I have very keen eyes. Cherub says, good evening, Murph. How ironic is this? My brother recently returned from his honeymoon, where he stayed in Santorini, Heraclion, and a connecting flight in Athens. What are the chances of that? Nice. Ailerons into Wind says, I picked up Kevin the Carrot earlier. He's currently on my SR22 windshield. T-Man Gamer TV has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Welcome aboard. Annalisa is in the house. This is the Cessna Caravan. Roy Mal 9 is here. Says, hi Murph, Australia calling. Just woke up and ready for another great flight with y'all. Well, hello Roy. Top of the morning to you, my dude. Boomer Sim Pilot says, hello from Atlanta, Murphy. Hope you had a great Friday. Many thanks, my dude, and happy Friday to you. RC Cosplay says, does anyone recommend COS or Rhodes Airport upgrade on Microsoft Store? I must check it out. Greece is the word, says Peter Carney. Coley205 is here. Jonathan Marquette says, or Marquette, I beg your pardon, says, your favourite military plane? I do like the Fuga Magister. And also humbled by the DC-3 or C-47. So, let's have a look here. So, we want to go by the Acropolis here, Murph. Watch the old power. Fanta Squashies 297 is in the house. Happy Friday to you, my dude. We probably get a little bit closer. So, Athens is done in stunning detail, and as you can see, the sheer amount of buildings. And I absolutely love the way the sun breaks through the clouds, because that looks fantastic. So a big shout out to everyone here who's watching us on YouTube and on Twitch. It's a busy night. We've a lot of people in the room. So happy Friday to one and all. The sheer amount of buildings. Unbelievable. The Acropolis. Air Maximus says it's a beauty, but my head or heart is in Donegal. Can I show you the passenger seating? They look comfy, don't they? So just below the nose, you'll see the Acropolis with the Parthenon there. Now, it's actually in stunning detail. And if you don't believe me, I will do this really quickly. Press that button, then this. And we'll go down and have a quick look while the plane is doing its thing, shall we? I hope the plane is still there when we go back to it. It looks like it's in ruins. I know, right? Doesn't it just look stunning? Anyway. Haha, we survived! Okay, so we're going to shoot over to our nav mode. It'll see us banking. Boomer Sim says, is that stock scenery? It absolutely is. Travis says a little bit of lag. Could be your internet. Possibly. I hope it's yours. I'm not able for internet issues tonight. But yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. And it's all stock scenery. It's already included in the sim. There's no add-ons required. And like, look at the amount of buildings being rendered. Like, this is absolutely nuts. I saw a video that Squirrel flew over here, and even his machine at one stage, like, it was, you know, was chugging. And this place at night time, holy moly. Dangerous Brian says, stop pushing buttons, Murphy. You'll break it. Again. Ava is here. Good evening. Or is it Ava? I can just see Lacris and Deedlius now. Is that a common setup in the 208 to have two PFDs and the MFD in the middle? I think so. I have seen variants of this, indeed. Ben McClure says, there's a common misconception that the pod on the wing is a fuel thingy. It's actually a radar. Indeed it is. This here is the Ray Dome, and this provides the aircraft with weather. So if you ever wanted to know how to get, or how to read weather, if you notice on one of your Garmin screens it says map, well, select the map and then hit display. It'll change to weather. It's a weather radar. Now, not all aircraft have them, but if there is a, I think the TBM has it as well. That has a weather dome on the side, which is one of them. But I think it has it on the other wing. But isn't that super awesome looking? So you'll be looking for different cells. So the scale here will tell you nothing. Then light, moderate, and heavy. And that's anything from squalls to turbulence. So heavy rain or turbulence. So we are some 30 minutes away from our first stop, as we're going to fly back over Athens Airport. Irish Aviators in the house, good evening. Joseph Gambino says, amazing scenery, who needs real flying? I know, right? John Fjord says, they did a great job at most of the scenery in the bush flight areas. 100%. I8 Ul is in the house, good evening. Johnny says, I take the puppies out and you're at the Acropolis when I get back. Obviously, I missed the scenic detour. Indeed. What is this isle? What is its name? Says Nathan. This is Greece and we're in Athens. Jonathan says, are you using HOTAS and levers or using a mouse with just a joystick? I use a Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog system. And I use the mouse a little bit and I use an Xbox controller a little bit, which is super handy. Quivex is in the house. Good evening. This stream is definitely going to give a few people the holiday blues, says Annalisa. I know, right? But anyway, it's well, isn't it somewhere nice to look forward to when the world, returns to normality? So Athens International Airport, as I said, it's the largest airport in Greece. It opened in 2001, and it's the main base for Aegean Airlines. It replaced the old, I think it's Elinikan Airport, which is over on our right-hand side. It has 2 terminals. It handled some 25 million passengers back in 2019, 99,000 tons of cargo, and it's a super busy destination. Chasman says, pick me up at Gyro, please, Murph. Ben McClure says, Murph, you've pressed the go live button more than 30 times now. Have I? Is this... Actually, I wonder how many streams this is. A few, I imagine. Quiver says, good job, you said it correctly. That's a first, write it down. On this day, Murphy got it right. Greenhorn H is here. He says, when is it coming to Xbox? I'm unsure. I'm hoping sooner rather than later. Kane Leffert says, I just want to go to the Eurovision. Insert crying emoji here. Series X is in the house. Good evening. Killer Meme Star says, tons or tons? Indeed. For that is the question. Colonel Fork says, first place I'm travelling to post unpleasantries is Tipperary. 100%, my dude. You will be more than welcome. We'll take you down to the Rock of Cashel, some of the other interesting sites. There will be some beers along the way and some good food. I can't promise the weather, but Well, let's see how that all goes. Jonathan says, very cool, that's my setup as well. Wondering if you're an ATP pilot. No, I've a handful of flying real world in real life on a Cessna 172. Dougal is seeing 24 knots of wind and live weather. Holy moly. So the island we're heading to, right? Mykonos. It opened in 1971. It is a tourist destination. But the island is known as the Island of the Winds. So it's either very windy or, you know, they're into like exotic Mediterranean food and it doesn't agree with their digestive system. So that's where we're heading. Just thought I'd say, the Island of the Winds. Travis Harmer says, no cat problems tonight. I hope not. Be it the cat or the cat. At the very least, the weather will be pure, genuine Irish weather, says Jamfjord. Absolutely. Burke says, I wish I could join on multiplayer sessions, but my computer is too potato to start the game. Well, hopefully soon. You know, if it rambles its way onto console, it might give you options. Air Maximus says, what plane do you prefer in flights in 2020? I absolutely adore the Coronado Mooney M20, the Cessna 172, the Savage Cub, and the Cessna Grand Caravan are all very, very good as well. Colonel Fork says, Irish weather and Michigan weather seem similar. I'll be okay. Live weather has 30 knots on the ground. Nice. So we shall continue over the sea, and I just love what Flight Sim does with the sea. Greco's in the house. Happy Friday, my dude. Austin's here as well. KFK Height is here. I love what the sim does with the water textures. If you know what I mean. They look stunning. T McFoy, sorry I can't fly. I was flying on Wednesday, but now it says my PC can't run it. Oh dear. Nikitos Ivan is in the house. Philly Roach likes the DA62. The currents look amazing. I know, right? MSFS Official is in the house. Happy Friday to you. You can see the currents represented. It's a nice touch. Absolutely. Keen Laffer says, Murph, a shepherd asked me to round up his 68 sheep. I said, okay. 70. Killer Meme Star says, the sim is way too pretty. I know, right? So guys, if you're new here, time for a shameless plug. I live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. 8 p.m. Irish time, right here on Twitch and on YouTube. Be sure to hit that like button, the follow and subscribe button, and I've just put a link to our Discord channel. Be sure to check it out. Pervert says, somehow your music gives me happiness. Well, that is the desired effect. Kenshaw 1 has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. So as we look out one side, we look out the other. Bert Toner has just subscribed as well. Many thanks, my dude. Nikitos Ivan says, please say hello. Hello, Nikitos. Happy Friday. Buddy P has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Good to see you, buddy. Richie Slammer is in the house and he's just subscribed. Many thanks, Richie. I hope you're keeping well, my dude. As Mart362 has subscribed. Many thanks, my dudes. It's all happening tonight. Causeway04 says, I've been looking forward to this flight for 2 days since I got sent home to isolate. Ah, due to a patient on our air ambulance. Well, Causeway04, I hope you're chilled out. I hope you have a nice, comfortable spot on the couch and you're enjoying our flight. Tim Middleton says, I used to live in Isolate. Indeed.
Appreciate the comeback, good buddy.
Many thanks, Gavin, for the super chat. Glad to see the channel is growing well, Murph. Top man. Well, thank you so very, very much, Gavin. Really appreciate that, my dude. Delighted that you're enjoying it. Greco says, would love to be able to engage autopilot without dying. Well, you can. You just need a little bit of patience. Jamie Pape 94 is in the house. Air Maximus says, are you in quarantine in Ireland? Well, we're kind of on a level 5 restriction. Basically, it's essential travel only. There are some, sports and recreational facilities opened. The pubs are closed, but they are available for takeout. Euroblues 2 has subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Jake Lusty is in the house, as is Mouse 2222. Now, Annalisa and Colonel Fork are talking to each other, and I think I get the gist of it, but I didn't get any notifications. So I believe Colonel Fork has done something wonderful. And if you did, well, thanks very much. And if you didn't, well, still, thanks very much. Here in Tennessee in the US, we're still able to fly, thankfully, says Jonathan. Well, that's fantastic. You're on level 5, Murph, says Waltons. Hello, Waltons. Can you take out a pint? You can, in some places. Jamie Pape 94 says, Murph, are you on Instagram? I am. Just do a search for Two Tone Murphy Instagram. There might be a picture of a revengeful cat. This sim is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Larry78901 is in the house. Good evening to you, my dude. Happy Friday. I can see it now. Colonel Fork has given out 5 Tier 1 subscriptions. Well, Colonel Fork, thank you so very, very much, my dude. I really appreciate that, my dude. Thank you so very, very much. Travis says, no matter how many add-ons you have in X-Plane, you'll never get it to look like that. Indeed. Euroblue says, I'm waiting on Mykonos. When do you arrive? In about 10 or 15 minutes. Jamie Pape says, catch you later, just a quick one. Well, many thanks for stopping by, my dude. Billy Rope says, live weather is a bit brighter. So, 17 minutes away from our destination. We're making good time. Colonel Fork says, I gotta start doing that anonymously. The sea is a bit choppy though, indeed. Many thanks, Colonel Fork, for all the support, my dude. And big shout out to everyone watching us over on Twitch. And indeed, here on YouTube. Some numbers and figures. I'll put it this way, I couldn't have yous all around for dinner on the same night. I'd run out of chairs. But you're all very welcome along. Happy Friday to one and all. Hope you guys are keeping safe. I hope you're keeping well. And we shall continue with our little island hopping expedition. I can feel the flying circus warming up. Jake Lusty says, do you play Fortnite? I played it once or twice with my son. I'm horrendously, woefully bad at it.
Hey, good money.
Merrick, for the subscription, many thanks, my dude. You're very welcome aboard. Sandy and Teresa is here. Fantastic live flight. Thank you. You're more than welcome. Happy Friday to you. James Swain is here. Saif Mohammed is in the house. Happy Friday, everybody. We're doing some Greek island hopping. James Swain says, I don't know how I got here. Indeed, it's like me. You opened your eyes one day and suddenly we were here. MSFS Official says, Happy Friday. TGIF. I know, right? Cy Murray is in the house. Can you show your setup? I've pictures over on the Twitter and also on Instagram. If you want to have a look over there, Cy. Jake Lucy says, is this game on PlayStation? I'm afraid not. It is a Microsoft masterpiece. Saif Mohammed says, I love the game you are playing. Some say you could call it a sim. But a sim or a game, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't take away from the fact it's a whole lot of fun. So we have these couple of small islands. I tried loading up little nav map, and it's really handy for giving it the names. But everything is in Greek. Now my Greek is as good as, you know, my Irish. I couldn't even pronounce Halloween, Oscuelga. So, well, we're just going to say, look at all the nice islands. Don't they look well? Killer Meme Stars away. We'll see you on the next one, my dude. Eric Maximus says, a good Guinness and a nice fly with you. Indeed. Rays is in the house. Have you ever played X-Plane 11? Yes, I have. I have many hours on that platform. Jim Oates says, is there such a bad thing, or is there such a thing as a bad Guinness? Usually around the 8th or 9th pint, Jim, and you only realise this the next morning. Ben McClure says, have they started using it for commercial training yet? This or X-Plane? Larry says, Murph, Sky Vector is good for flying the US. It is. Sky Vector is actually good for flying anywhere. Most of my planning, I would use Sky Vector first. Iha Nauna. Oh no, see, I got it wrong, Sean. It's Iha Hauna. There you go. Jer, IGN is here. Hello. Happy Friday. It's like we're on our summer holidays as we ramble around the Greek islands. RQB is here, as is Lucas Smith. Happy Friday, and you're very welcome aboard. Mohammed Khan says, how many islands are there in Greece? Random number, 37. I'm not sure. I didn't count them. Bonnie Boy is in the house, as is Carlos Ramon. Hola! Chillin DH1, how's it going? Annalisa says, can you retract your landing gear? This aircraft, it actually has a fixed landing gear. They are designed to stay where they are. Stormtrooper's in the house. Guinness is nice. Murphy's too, says Ecor. Warhamster says, get it right, Murph. It's 38. Infinite Aviation 0305 is in the house, saying hi from Copenhagen. Well, happy Friday, my dude. Safe says, the game looks better than real life. Depending on your location and the weather, I agree. And McClure says, Google says there are 6,000 Greek islands. Nathan Clark is in the house. Happy Friday, dude. James Swain says, Murph, went to Dublin when I was a university student. Ended up staying in the Guinness Brewery for 6 hours. Non-drinking tourists gave us their tokens. Bertoner says, does the basic version allow you to visit anywhere? Yes, you get the entire planet. So the only difference between the versions in Microsoft Flight Sim from the standard deluxe and premium deluxe, the only difference is the number of aircraft and the number of handcrafted airports. So in the standard version you get 20 aircraft and 20 airports. Deluxe goes to 25. As Buzz has just subscribed. Many thanks, Buzz. And then the Premium Deluxe gives you 30 and 30.
Hey, good morning.
Nathan Clark has subscribed. Many thanks, my dude.
Good morning.
As has Larry. 78901 is now following. Many thanks. Kat says, okay, it's somewhere between 227 and 6,000 islands. Carlos Ramon says, I live in Spain. One question. Do you have a 3080 stock? Because in Spain, no. No, I use the 2080 Ti. Centurion says, I'm finding the Mooney very hard to fly. It keeps turning very sharp to the right. I can't say I had that headache. On the Mooney, it's very different, but you do have a rudder control panel roughly here. Just make sure that your rudder trim is correct. Bertoner says, cool, I'm using Xbox Game Pass. That allows me to play without paying for it, but it's the basic version. At least to try it out before considering paying for it. Yeah, that's a great thing about Xbox Game Pass. Gives you access to a ton of stuff. How long is the live video? A while. Ed Reed says, Murph, check your torque. So current torque sitting around 17,500. ITT is comfortable at 592. Our prop RPM at 1800. Temperatures and pressures are in the green. Our fuel flow is decent. Battery amps minus and bus volts. So the battery stuff doesn't. Right now. Did you turn on your alternator, Murph? Standby alternate power. No. No. Battery starter. Interesting. So it's like we've a draw on our battery. This doesn't seem right. We won't worry about it. It's totally fine. Larry says, has the starter been left on? No, starter's in its off position, which is here. Have you had a problem where you can't look around with the right click in the cockpit, says Nathan. No, everything's been working okay. If you have an issue with the right click for looking around, if you press the middle button on your mouse, you can do the same. Isn't that fierce handy altogether? Now, we're only a few minutes away from our destination. 6 minutes, in fact. So we're going to lower our altitude. The field elevation is 405 feet. So we're at 4,000. We're going to lower this machine all the way down to 2,000 feet. And we're going to V-speed, and we're going to go down 600 feet per minute. By doing so, bring our power back. Well, Walt is in the house. He says, hey Murph, I'm late. It's been one of those days. That's okay, Mal. The fact that you're here, it's all grand again. So we'll bring up our little VFR map, and we're going to zoom in here. So the runway we're going for is indeed 16, which is this little dude here. So because we're on a direct 2, that's going to aim us pretty much to the center of the runway, or the center of the field. So we don't really want that. So to help, we're going to do a bit of judging. So by pressing our heading sync button, you'll notice here on our main PFD, that's our current heading. And we know if we maintain this current heading, well, we're going to aim at the middle of the airport. So we need to adjust this left ever so slightly. So we're going to adjust our heading to the left ever so slightly. And we're going to fly at 090 degrees. By doing so, this aircraft will now turn and will fly kind of this direction, and then we can turn final. So we're going to go from nav over to heading mode, because we wanted to follow this heading little icon here. Click it, the button. You'll see us banking here to our left-hand side. As we have a quick look around us. And now if we have a look at our little map, you'll notice we're now flying this direction. And because we're flying VFR, or visual flight rules, once we come down around this neck of the woods, we're going to see the runway. So we'll be able to turn final onto the runway because we'll see it. So that's our plan. So as we approach our altitude of 2,000 feet, we'll get ourselves ready for our landing. And then we're going to pick up the two-tone Murphy Flying Circus, also known as the Fireflies, as we continue our Greek island hopping. Captain Mo is in the house. Good evening. Quirworks is heading off now. See you soon. Many thanks, my dude. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll hopefully catch you on Monday. You take it easy out there. I hate the bank angle in the 208. I always fly it on half bank, indeed. Colonel Fork says, the Caravan comes with cup holders. I know, right? 2 of them. Just in case you ever needed them. Cat says it's pretty windy in Greece, but at least the trees haven't lost their leaves yet. Odd place to put your cup of tea. Yeah, like it, well, it depends. I do like the Grand Caravan. I was in one of these. I jumped out of one of these. For the, you know, why not, right? Look at that. Peter Carney says, the water, the clouds, the beautiful islands, mind blown. Colonel Fork has reminded me, yes, I broke my legs after jumping out of one of these. I can do parachuting, me. I get parachuting. I understand it. Annalisa says, just imagining stepping off the plane and getting that blast of warm air. The moment you know you're on your hollybobs. I used to love that. Well, I still love that. You arrive to like anywhere warmer than Ireland, and next thing you stand out on the ramp and the hot air hits you like opening an oven door, and it's just like, I have arrived. As Chippy says, what could possibly go wrong? Jan Fjord says, I'm not sure that there are cup holders for your drink. There's no bathroom on a caravan. No, but we do what Steve-O1 Knievo does. We'll have the 1 hour coffee break rule. So according to our map, we should have eyes on the runway shortly. And look, why there it is. So we kind of know what we're doing. Now I say kinda. So at this stage, we can deactivate the autopilot, turn our face cam on for the dramatic effect, as we're going to try and land this machine. Bearing in mind, there's a bit of a mountain right in front of us, so we don't want to hit that. Eloega Games is in the house. I'm very excited to be here. Espanol, he says. Don't mention the hollybob, says Andy. I know, right? Murphy, did you just overshoot the... Well, I did, but for good reason. I was trying to get around the mountain. Yep, they'll believe that, Murph. They'll believe it. Okay, so we're going to watch our power settings as we come in here. Our altitude is looking decent. It's a matter of keeping an eye on our speed. We have a crosswind of about 6 knots. We should be okay for that. Jason says, don't die, please. Well, here's looking at you. We'll do our best. As the sun is right on the runway. So we're going to go for our first notch of flaps. Get ourselves trimmed out here. Speed is going to drop off. That's okay. Looking down at the runway, you'll see the lights to the left hand side. They're called PAPI lights, and now it's currently indicating we're a little bit high, but well, we'll do this with smoke and mirrors. All shall be revealed. Sync rate. Whoop whoop. Oh, I have one of them. Listen. Do you know when you're... Do you know when you kind of almost get caught out? Where you have that either twist in your belly or that you need the bathroom really fast. That there is the best sound in the world to put in your head. So we need 2 reds, please, as we continue our little descent here. Speed is looking good. We're at 500 above the field. We're a little bit high, but we will fix that. Second notch of flaps coming in. Coming in, going down. Here's our first red. And we're just about to hit our second red here as we're just slightly above the glide slope. There we are. Continue that one on here now. Have to use a bit of right rudder just to well, keep us on that center line. That's where we want to go. The buildings are modelled for the region, which is absolutely fantastic. Runway 16 coming in. We keep our eyes focused on the end of the runway as we'll watch our flare, bleed off the speed, bring our throttle back, there we touchdown. Try and keep it on the centre line. We have a bit of reversed thrust coming out here. Don't want our flaps. And we'll get our parking up here on our right hand side. Greased it. Grease me up, woman. To the person in the airliner, please, no airliners. Okay, guys, so the next flight is going to be with the group flight. This is the online multiplayer portion. We have some rules, so do take note. First rule, no custom liveries or skins for your aircraft. No custom aircraft outside the official marketplace because, well, there's bugs left, right and centre. And no airliners. And the reason why we say no airliners and no custom liveries and no custom everything is because there are a couple of bugs to be ironed out. Because we tend to fly with a whole load of other users. So the airliners absolutely crease us on performance. We don't get any frames and it's no fun. So yeah, that's why we say. So if you stick to the rules, and believe me, I don't like having rules, but it's for the benefit of all. If you can stick by the rules, well then you are more than welcome to join us for the group flight. As our engines come off here. Engines or engine? Engine comes off. We'll go ahead and turn off our fuel tanks. Finish with the avionics. And get our lights off here as well. And turn the battery off. We have arrived. Doesn't this place just look nice? What happened there? Someone say gin? Many thanks. Yes, we got landed. What's going on here, machine? Murphy has some sort of a technical difficulty. Let's hope it lasts. But yeah, doesn't that look nice and pretty? So let me see. We'll jump in here. And we'll play a bit of music. Okay, time to reload the sim. I remember in another group flight, someone brought a 7.4 and a 7.8 and it ruined the frames. I know, right? It can be a disaster. Centurion says, can you let us know what time and weather setting you're using? I will now in a sec. Yeah, no bother at all. Chippy says, love this tune. Oh, look, I've one of the... oh, dude, look. That thing, over there. There. Oshkosh 2022. We're planning a meetup. We'll do something in the UK as well, don't worry. Save the date. David says, judging by his name, I doubt the 320 is with us. J.A. Schmidt is in the house. Good evening. Yeah, well, we can always change the server, guys, so we shan't worry too much. Ben McClure says, are you actually going to Osh? That is the plan. Aileron says, landed with real weather, 34 knot crosswinds, and had to quickly hop off as the wife wanted to try a new face pack. So guess what this call sign is doing? Are fighter jets allowed? You can use the MB339. You always need the sim reboot after flight. Yeah, it kind of irons out any creases or issues. Mountain Biking Rules is back just in time. Had to run to the store for the missus. Jack Keane says, love this Irish music. It's so peaceful. Indeed. Happy wife, happy life. I know. I've got the scars to tell you that. John E says Oshkosh is in Wisconsin. It is. It is. So start saving the pennies now. And hopefully, the world will be a different place in 2 years' time. And we can organise a meetup. Oshkosh has always been kind of a bucket list item for me. I've always wanted to visit the place. So yeah, LGMK is the airport, which is Mykonos. Zoom in. Now let's see. I see people. Departure. Now did this work? It did. I have music again, which is fantastic. That works. We'll take it. Okay, and our destination. Santorini, LGSR. So this is about a 20-odd minute flight. Don't worry, Mountain Biking Rules, we will be a couple of minutes getting ourselves set up here. The time of day is going to be 14:15 local time. The weather, I'm using a preset from SoFly. It is the Dense Clouds weather preset. All players, North Europe. Sam says it's no Oshkosh, but still. That's the Bournemouth Air Festival for the UK. Yeah, 100% Jam. I'll do something in the UK next year. Ben McClure says, unfortunately, with a family who have no interest in aviation, Oshkosh is a fantasy for me. I know, right? We'll try and do something here, and if not, we'll tip over to the UK. H4L 4SZ has subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. But it's a funny thing with this channel, and it's amazing. But the funny thing is, we have people from all over the world, and you know, you have the different flight sim expos and shows and stuff. So I would hope some date in the near future we can all ramble over to one of them in different parts of the world. WB1990 says, Murph, can you give a shout out to my girlfriend Shiona and thank her for letting me fly along tonight? You're a legend, Shiona, and many thanks for letting WB1990 go flying tonight. We appreciate you. Well done. And tomorrow he has to look after you by way of, I don't know, flowers and well, to wait on you hand and foot. As we jump into this screen, Gabriel Amida says, when will launch Flight Sim 20 for Xbox One? Not sure. Warhamster says, the Oshkosh idea is great. Was going to go back to Canada for my 40th. Might have to do a detour. I know, right? What the? Lovely. Okay. There's planes spawning everywhere, but it's okay. Wait till we get ourselves somewhat set up, and then we'll try and get out here. So again, just a big shout out to everyone who's watching us live here on YouTube and on Twitch. A big shout out to all the new people, our moderators. You guys are doing a fantastic job. And to all our regular subscribers and peoples of the channel. Hello. So we'll get some lights set up. Seatbelt, all that kind of jazz can come on. Fuel pumps on. Don't hit the microphone, Murph. And starter on. Clear prop! Murph, really? You need them on. We'll start it up by sound. Edward the Gamer is in the house. Hello, Edward the Gamer. We're in the Cessna Grand Caravan, the 208. Jam Fjord says, Murph, have you ever been to the Bray Air Display? I have. Samuel Weeks As I always say, I'm still standing.
TOS system test. Okay.
Well, thank you. Aaron O'Keefe is in the house. Good evening. He says, evening Murph, hope all is well. Same to you, my dude. Now, let's see. Lightage, avionics are okay. Standby instruments, turn these guys up a little bit. Panels on here now as well. Our PFD and all this kind of stuff. Make sure all our engines and stuff. So, fuel booster off, starter goes to off. Ignition is okay. We can reset our generators. They're all okay. Turn on the landing, taxi, strobes, put on all our lights. Pitot heats we don't need. CDI will go to our GPS. PFD, we want to turn on our wind option to see what's going on. We're also going to turn on our transponder and put it on altitude mode. We're squawking 7,000, which is correct for flying in Europe. Over on our autopilot, we'll turn on our flight directors. They're the magenta wings. Altitude select. So our destination, Santorini, has an altitude of only 127 feet. So we're going to climb to 4,000 feet, which would be nothing for the El Caravan. Montazar is in the house. Good evening. How are you, my dude? Have you ever seen Patroli Suzuki? I've seen Patrol de France many years ago, and they flew Alpha jets. I've like a book from like 1987. They used to call it Air Spectacular. That was ran in Casement Aerodrome for years on years, and they were always a hoot. And the last big air show was sponsored by, well, we won't get into it, but there was money went to him and I should have went to him kind of thing. And there haven't been air shows in Casement Aerodrome since. But they used to be absolutely fantastic. The Red Arrows would feature there regularly. You'd often get a lot of Tornadoes, F-18s, Harriers. The Saab Vigans used to go there. Absolute F-16s, you name it, they had it. Sean Dunn says, make sure you don't accidentally squawk 75, 76 or 7700. No, absolutely don't. Whatever about offline, I mean, when you're offline, do what you like, but online, no, people kind of take that serious. And it may seem funny to you, but I can assure you, not everyone will see it in the same light. How do you highlight the name to reply to, says Flight Aaron? I think if you just like hit the at symbol on someone's name, it should highlight them. I could be wrong. So I think we're kind of set up. I'm going to show you something briefly. I showed the guys earlier on, but if you guys have just rambled in, we have a machine. Listen for it.
Starboard 4 Bravo Zulu, surface in 180 degrees at 5 knots, runway 28 clear for takeoff. For takeoff, runway side, starboard 4 Bravo Zulu.
Have you heard that before? This program. Oh, I hear a jet. Who's in the jet, lads? Anyway, this program is called FSATC Chatter. And it's the same as XATC Chatter, which is available over on X-Plane. It's made by Stick and Rudder Studios, a fantastic developer. A one-man show, as far as I know. Mark is his name. And basically what this does, it adds in background ATC chatter into your sim, which is super handy and very immersive. And there's a number of options on, you know, what regions to pick, what towers to be listening to, where do you want the sound to come from. So, for example, if you just turn this onto your headphones, it means your sim will be on your main speakers and just the radio communication on your headphones. And it's using real-world clips from live ATC. They're saved and edited, so, you know, you're not getting information that's going to really break your immersion. So keep an eye on this product. It's called FSATC Chatter. It's still in a beta, so a number of things may or may not change. But what I really like, the current airport is LGMK. So, for example, I'm going to zoom in here. You'll see 124.850 on our radio here. And if I bring this guy up, if we were to go to, let's say, the tower of LGMK, 118.75, it links to the sim through a little program called SimConnect, which is awesome, as Keen Arthur has just subscribed. Hey, Scott Foyd is in the house, as is Angela Howarth. Good evening, all. welcome, welcome. Nacho Medina is here as well. Happy Friday. Scott says, ATC chatter. Does that mean I can just talk to myself? I had a feeling Scott wouldn't be a huge fan, but it's a really neat add-on. And, you know, guys, if you're a little bit maybe anxious to jump on and do some, you know, ATC network stuff, it's a fantastic little program because you'll be listening to how, well, you're listening to how everything sounds. You know, you're listening to pilots and controllers, and it just kind of helps along with the whole I'm learning stuff new, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I digress. All right, okay, we got... how's this going to work? You will have to fly through them as if they went there. Tortuga Gaming says one guy in a 320. Yeah, that's okay. Angela says, read me first message. I'm back. Love you, and I'm back spreading love during much long lockdown in England. Ah, Angela, you're in England. You're spreading the love to all of us because England is locked down. Well, we shall receive said love and give it back. And, well, not give it back, but share it back. Many, many thanks for joining us, though. Now, let's see. Uh-oh, don't press that button, Murph. That makes things very confusing. Where's this button? There's an A320. I can see by the chat, the moderators are very busy tonight. We had a fella in there called T. Fox, a charming individual. Isn't Dublin worse in the lockdown stuff than Wicklow? I think so, yeah. Right, Murph, where are you going and what are you doing? We need to go that way, as in behind. Don't mind me. This is where we're going to break the immersion. Just, I don't know. Look out the window. Not that window. Hang on. Where are we typing? Look at that window. Ah, everything seems fine again. So, we're going this way. Why is there a car in the middle of the taxiway? We don't know. There are some things we just can't explain right now. Ben McClure says, you're nearly at 4,000 subs. I know. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy. I know. Subs in the sim. But it's awesome. I thank you all so very, very much. Peter kindly says, lightage, flightage, airage, and navage. Richie Slammer is now following. Many, many thanks, Richie. But yeah, we're trying to get through it. We taxi down the runway here. Now, once we get airborne, we'll do our usual. We'll identify how many pilots are flying with us, but not until then. I'll let you know what to do. All the caravans. Join our caravan. You know the song. There's a lot of people here. Oh god, the simulated horror. We're smashing through them. Okay, one notch of flaps here, Murph. Don't worry, it's immersion breaking. There's so many people looking at this now going, as real as it gets, really? And we're like, yes. But don't worry. We'll fix it. Power coming in. Airspeed is alive. Noah Peterson's in the house. Can you fly in California? We did just the other day, my dude. Check it out on YouTube. Ooh, we got a lot of wind here. Eesh. As we're ready to climb, bring our flaps back in. Watch the nose dip. We're going to stay in the circuit for a little while to allow everyone else catch up with us. Watch the old torque and RPMs there, Murph. You'll be upsetting the plane. So what we're going to do, we're on heading mode. We're going to go ahead and activate that. We want to go to V-speed and we want to climb at a rate of about 600 feet per minute. We're going to maintain this runway heading. Scott says, if there's a car on the taxiway, you must be at KVNY. They had a police chase down the taxiways. Yeesh. Can you turn V1, VR and V2 markers on the airspeed tape in the TMR reference? Depending on the aircraft. Scott, how goes the computer building? Is it working? I hope it is. So we're going to do this and this. But the Irish are about to arrive. Hello, fireflies. Okay, we're going to turn left heading. This guy here. 090 degrees. Shameless plug. There's always one. It sounds like you're having a handful this evening, Scott. But if you need any help or assistance, my dude, hit me up on Discord if you can. If there's anything I can do to help. Many thanks, Ed, for providing us with the flight plan, LGMK to LGSR. We're doing well. Okay, going to make another left-hand turn, 90 degrees. Giving us a heading of 360. As we're giving people the time to take off, get in the pattern. We're just passing 2,500 feet on our way to 4,000 feet. Jason Lester says, I wish I had Microsoft Flight Sim. I know the feeling, dude. But maybe one day soon, once it's released on the console, might be a better option for you. Larry says, at least it isn't mayhem as I've seen with other group flights. You've seen nothing yet. Duffman is in the house. He says, good evening. I am home from work. Good evening. Nathaniel Ivory is, or no, he's not. Nathaniel Ivy is here. Good evening. Okay, guys. So, let's get a head count, if you will. For everyone flying with us, please press the number 2 in the chat. And let's see how many fireflies we have with us. Who's going to count all this? I have 69 counted so far. 70 from Ruben Sutter. 70 different aircraft flying. I hope someone can go out to the main screen and just do like a couple of photos or screen grabs and throw them into Discord. We've got a record tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The invasion has begun. Holy moly, it's amazing, says Annalisa. Maybe not in that accent, but she said it. I know, it's crazy. Crazy busy. We kind of need a bit of epic music to celebrate this kind of stuff. Over 70 planes. The circus is inbound. Are they friend or foe? You decide. Captain John and co-pilot Pickles is here. Happy Friday. In a world. Let's see if we can get Arnie to do a voiceover. The 70 planes! All flying together! Get out of the chopper! Well, I hope that worked. If that doesn't get you in the mood for flying, I don't know what will. So we're going to bring our speed down a little bit to allow the peoples to catch up. We're also going to make a turn to our left, new heading, 270 degrees, or due west. We're looking decent. More than 70 aircraft flying with us. We're up to 76 at the moment. Be sure that someone tries to take a screen shot from the that's good, squishy. Take a screenshot from the main menu if you can. Because it's crazy. Care sharing your control axes sensitivity settings. Sure, we'll have a look. once we get landed. So, for the peoples watching at home, we're going to ask the Fireflies to do a wing wave. So keep an eye on my aircraft. As soon as you see me flapping my wings, you guys do the same. Are we ready? Okay guys, so we're going to select our nav mode now, and that's going to continue our path down to Santorini. Where's the button? There it is. So this will bank us over to the left hand side. We're currently at 4,000 feet, indicated speed of 140 knots. It's giving us a speed of 152 over the ground. And remember, once we get down to the airport, I'll try and get landed first, turn the camera, cue the silly music, and we'll watch you guys land. And then, if I can remind you, because there's lots and lots, as soon as you land and you get off the runway, just hit the escape key. It'll unload the aircraft model from the sim, allowing the sim to reload the next model, if you know what I mean. Massey 888 says, wish it was flying Murph, but when I tried opening the sim, it re-downloaded the whole thing. Ugh. Oh, dude. I know the feeling. 6 weeks later, Maj is still waiting to start a sim. Sandy Teresa says, fantastic channel, great community, my dude. If you're closer to me, buy you a Guinness. Well, many thanks. We continue. Have you ever seen such a nicer sight? It's pretty awesome, to be fair. To be sure, to be sure. John Burke says, what game time are you playing? I can match. Current time, 13:41 hours. MSFS Live says, how long your group flights usually scheduled for? Usually kind of 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, usually. We have been known to do a 13-hour stream because we're crazy. We're crazy, I know. Long streams and stuff. We got some chop, but it's okay. So if there's any new people in here, shameless plug time. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday right here on Twitch and on YouTube, 8 p.m. Irish time. The multiplayer flight that you're witnessing right now is a major feature of the stream. Tonight we're breaking all sorts of records. We have in excess of 70 different players flying with us. I think a limitation of the sim, it'll only visually show me about 22 or 23 at any given moment. So we're hoping that someone out in the main menu can take a picture of all the aircraft in this region. We're on the North Europe server. There's a link just gone in there to Discord. And Elisa says, is there any shame left in the shameless plugs? The shame! The shame! Yes, there's plenty of shame. Samuel Week says, breaking news. My internet speed has been upgraded from 10 to 25 megabits per second, so it's less likely for me to disconnect. Nice, dude. John Burke is at LGSR waiting for you, brother. Bit of the Hulk Hogan there. Hey, brother. What you gonna do, brother? Oh, dear. Cormax is here. Welcome back, my dude. 25 minutes away from our destination. John says I'm more of a macho man. Slap in with a Slim Jim. Hi, back. I'm Chippy. I see what you did there. Surely you can't be serious, Chippy. I need a hospital. A hospital? Why, what is it? It's a big building with sick people. But that's not important right now. Ed says, it sounds like old Led Zepp music. Yeah, it's not unlike it. So we have a choice of runway. Santorini, LGSR. I believe the runway is 16 or 34, Dangerous Brian. In which we will be going for runway 16. Wait, that doesn't make sense. LGSR. Crap, I better check this. Does anyone know what runways we have to land at? Another high quality stream brought to you by Two-Tone Murphy. It's either runway 15 or runway 33. Aha. Let's go with runway 15. Sounds like a plan. I hope. Nathaniel starts playing Danger Zone. And now for something completely different. Shirley, I'll be Frank. Can I still be Shirley? 15 Murph says flight Aaron. 15 it is. Great Scott, Marty. They're everywhere. Your ego's writing checks, your body can't cash. You guys are dangerous. Joseph Gambino says, Murph, what's your favorite airplane movie? I like Airplane 1. Hot Shots, Top Gun, gotta be Top Gun. Light is pretty cool with Denzel. Alright, my man, my man. Pushing 10, I've heard of that one. Ed, is that the one with Kiefer Sutherland in? No? Pushing Tin. Which one am I thinking of? Pushing Tin. That is like is it an ATC movie? No. Donnie says, "Gotta run. I'm on puppy duty. I'll fly the rest with the vid tomorrow and pretend it's live." Well, Johnny, if you're watching this tomorrow, hello, future Johnny from the past, Murph. Enjoy your flight, my dude. Ah, Billy Bob, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I've seen, great movie, Ed. Great movie. James Katash says, if they start a photogrammetry project for the Greek islands, it'll be the most visited place for simmers, probably. What's the one with Tom Hanks where he saves the A320? The Hudson one, isn't it? Miracle on the Hudson. Or something like that. John Cusack is in... Ah, yes. Sully, that's the one. Man, Carnivore. Miracle on the Hudson. What? Wait, wasn't it called that, or was it just called Sully? I can't remember. Well, that was nice music. We'll try and relax it now a little bit. Bring it down a little bit here. Look at some beautiful scenery over the Greek islands. Spaceman 11 is in the house. He likes Top Gun. Can't wait to see Maverick. Tom Hanks is not in Sully. I think he is. Tom Hanks plays Sullenberger, as in Sully. Oh no, he isn't, says Ed. Oh yes, he is, says us. Chesley Sullenberger. Doesn't Gambino watch it last night? Don't be silly, of course it is. You'll have over 100 plus flying with you soon in the friendly skies, Murph. Well, many thanks, Cherub. The more the merrier.
Appreciate the comeback, good buddy.
Scotland 737 Project. Holy divine mother of holiness. Singing skittery idle deedly. Hang on, we gotta read this again. Scotland 737 Project Mate, thank you so very, very much for the donation. I don't know what to say. He says, singing skittery. I taught you the words to this. Skittery idle diddly idle skittery idle low. He says, this is for you and Mrs. Two-Tone. Go treat yourselves to something nice. You both deserve it for the hard work you put into these live streams. Glad to be part of this fantastic community. Well, Scotland 737 Project, hats off to you. Thank you so very, very much for your generosity. I'm so grateful for you, man. That's just fantastic. Thank you so very, very much. What a night. What the deuce. I'll find words to describe this. I just need to invent them first. A mythical legend that is Scotland 737 Project. Thanks very much, dude. Really do appreciate that. Where do we go from here? let's hope when the world returns to normal, I get to meet some of you guys in person. Those of you old enough to drink, we shall share a beverage of any description, alcohol or not, doesn't really matter. I will drink my beer, but that's okay if you guys don't want to. For those of you not old enough to partake in the beer, well, we'll share a water or a soft drink and get a chance to catch up. It has to happen. Scott Voigt is going to make the chili. Mrs. Two-Tone is going to provide the cocktail bar. Annalisa is there with the dancing. Chippy A is going to be there along with Keane Lafford for the in-flight entertainment, mainly the jokes. Colonel Fork will help build the kitchen. We'll get Dazza to price it. Dangerous Brian will probably design it. What a night. Holy moly. Look at all these guys doing their thing. We can all sign our names on your cabinet. Annalisa was here. Samuel Week says Roblox is my in-flight entertainment. Nice. Hoochie Cooch girls. He wouldn't be humble enough for that part. Spaceman 11 will bring the munchies. Dude. So, we are getting close. Just under 15 minutes away from our destination. I don't think I've ever flown with as many online players as tonight. Ed Reed says, new pilot count. Okay, well, if you guys have already pressed number 2, don't do it now. For anyone who hasn't yet pressed number 2, please press number 3, and that'll give us an indication of some new pilots we've picked up along the way. Annalisa says, okay, important question. What do we call a collection of flying Murphys? Like a murder of crows? A litter of puppies? Scott says, it is a flying circus, Annalisa. Yes. What do you call a multitude of Murphys? A flying circus. We're a pigeon of Murphys. Scott says, does that mean for folks who have got to go for number 2? I shall call him Mini-Me. Awesome says, the Murpits. A murder of muffs. A circus of Murphy. Oh yeah, I like that. A circus of Murphys. Yes. The Smurfs, says WB. A circus of fireflies, says Jam Ford. Oh yeah, fireflies is good. So many. Let's go for some kind of lively music, shall we? The Flying Murphys. That works.
Appreciate the comeback, good money.
Russell Scott with the donation through Super Chat. Thank you so very, very much, my dude. He said, Murph's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Well, many thanks, Russell Scott. Really appreciate that, my dude. Thank you very, very much. And nobody can deny. Someone will try and deny it. Ed Reed says, Murph, congratulations on 3.91 thousand subscribers. It's off the hook. I don't know what to say. I've yet to invent some new words. T-Man Gamer says, a flock of fireflies. We're going to go for runway 15, Tortuga. This is some very, very tidy formation flying here this evening. Marcus Baldwin says it's corny. Yeah, it kind of is. But that's okay. Chippy, meet the flockers. Samuel Week says, I really want you to hit 1 million subscribers at some point. Well, to be honest, you know, the numbers that we have are controllable so far as I can pretty much read the chat in real time with hopefully not missing many. And our mods are doing an exceptional job, but without them, I'd be probably very much lost. I think I'm very comfortable and happy with the group that we have. That's not to say we're going to say no to new people, but I wouldn't see a Flight Sim channel get to them sort of figures, considering the biggest and brightest in our community, you know, the likes of yours, Oz Flight Simmer, Q8 Pilot, you know, Frugal, Chewy, Castrator, all these guys. Squirrel, of course, would be the exception to the rule. But Squirrel kind of, you know, he touches on everything. Lowpox M is now following. Many thanks, my dude. But certainly to, you know, to be encroaching on 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube, that's crazy. As in, like, crazy. I remember, you know, the earlier day. When I say the earlier days, like, I remember streaming on the 15th of August. I think I had 600 subscribers, and then we started doing Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim, and prior to that, it was X-Plane, and we had a lot of nice people in the early days. You know, Dangerous Brian was there, Ailerons into Wind was there. I'm nearly certain Ed Reed was there at some stage when it was me and X-Plane, and it was what it was. It wasn't this, but you know, the channel is very much growing in every respect. Samuel was there as well, yeah. But with our Discord, and I have to applaud Discord here because I think it's fantastic. It's a great place to kind of chill and hang out between the streams, as it were. And there are, you know, there's been savage growth on Discord for the channel because it gives everyone a place to say, let's, you know, get it off their chest or share some photographs, provide us with a bit of news. Chippy says, I've been watching some of the old X-Plane vids. Great stuff. Landing the chopper on an oil rig was a classic. Can I land a chopper on an oil rig? Yeah. I'll have to do that again, actually. I haven't flown a chopper in a while. The jokes are even getting better, says Tim. Even the jokes get better. But yeah, so with Discord, there's so many different channels on the server now, and the reason for that is, well, the information that you guys have. Gotta Splash 23, many thanks for the raid, my dude. That's a cool name, Gotta Splash 23. Many thanks. With all the information you guys are now able to share, you know, gone are the days where you know, it's one or two snippets of information. Now there's tons of it. And with the likes of, say, Jepson 2001 and Sir Blackie a lot, these guys are making stuff within the sim, which is awesome. So it's growing, and it's growing great. and I'm just delighted to be a part of it. And it's great to see that we have other streamers or other guys starting to stream, you know, from this channel and from this same base of people that we have, the same group of people, and be that with, you know, with Luke's starting up there tonight, Jim Oates has streamed in the past, as is Colonel Fork, and anyone else. Warhamster has a couple of videos there now. Ayla runs into Wind. It's all fantastic. And if, like, I gotta say, if you guys enjoy it, if you like putting up a video on YouTube, and yeah, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do. You might be a little bit worried about, you know, how you sound or how you look. I mean, I'm telling you, don't worry about it. The absolute head on me, the price of cabbages. Look at the head in it, like. And I get away with it. And the voice. So don't worry about it. If it's something you want to try, give it a shot. You know, if there's anything we can help with, between all of us, we got to have a lot of hours streaming and flight simming. So use that to your advantage. There's going to be plenty of advice and opinions and stuff. James Cartat, he would like some Greek music. This is for James. The head of a loggy. Some wonderful heads of cabbage here indeed, says Annalisa. Runway in sight. A70 UK says, Mrs. has just gone mad after I smashed all the dinner plates. Uh-oh. Scott White says, I keep forgetting that you have a huge TV in front of you. I have a tough time seeing what you see when you call the runway in sight. I would like to say that I'm, you know, that guy who can see things, but yes, the advantages of a 55-inch TV to flight sim on, well, they go without saying. Cherub says, nothing wrong with your head, Murph. Mine is predominantly bullish. Yours would look like a pin by comparison. Well, you know what they say, Cherub. For the head only houses the brain. David Duggan says, the next stop is the Aran Islands. So, runway in sight, over here. Murph's going to try and land first, and then watch all you guys come in for the landing. Our first group landing for this evening. Santorini Airport. It opened in 1972. It's a main tourist destination. It sees about 2 million people travel here every year. Santorini, officially known as Thera, is an island off the South Aegean Sea. The island was the site of the largest volcanic eruption in history, the Menon. It occurred around 3,500 years ago. The volcano itself is still active. This island fell under the control of the Italians and then later the Germans during the Second World War, and it was liberated by British commandos in 1944. So we have some interesting history here. So, autopilot coming off, bring our speed back. We'll turn our face cam on for the dramatic effect, you know, on the head of cabbage and turnips and the price of them. So we've overshot the runway again. You can do it! We're all counting on you. Jennifer says, my primary school teacher told me I could be anything when I grow up. The sky is the limit, she said. It made me upset. I wanted to be an astronaut. The sad thing is, well, it's not really sad, but Keen, I use them jokes in work. And sometimes they get a giggle, and sometimes they get this face. And then, you know, I have to respond to it. Well, it's very funny. Colonel Fork says, my dad just brought me some chicken and potato dumplings for dinner. Oh, nice. John Burke says, what server are you on? We are on the North Europe server, my dude. So we want to get our speed down into the little white arc. Gary Bloxham is here. Hello again from the north. Hello, Gary. So we're going to go with one notch of flaps. The Caravan really reacts when you deploy flaps on it, because the well, the area of the wing is huge. A face like a goat looking at thunder, or something like that. I'm afraid to make faces anymore. Keen or someone will make memes out of them. David Duggan says, my girlfriend broke up with me for my love of astronomy. I was like, what planet is she on? Murph says, fly, my pretties. Indeed. Right, you're making kind of a meal of this, Murph. So, we're very high. Too high. Too high. Billy Rose says, was about to land on 33 in live weather. Had to abort. Eek. Another notch of flaps, that'll help us. Little bit of a steep approach, but we should be okay. Now, just a reminder, guys, once we get landed, I'm going to record you guys coming in. As soon as you're landed and off the runway, you know, don't wait to get taxied into the ramp. Just get off the runway, park, and hit the escape key, and that should allow us to load in the other pilots. Scott says it's easy to get that thing down. Clearly, you haven't seen me crash. Don't do that. No lagging, please. We're over the threshold. We shall watch the flare. Hold the nose here. Touchdown. Reverse thrust. Okay. So we'll skid our way off the runway. Bring our flaps back in. Someone vandalized the toilets at a local police station. Police say they've got nothing to go on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, so we're going to hit this one first. General. And we shall go to traffic. Then we shall turn on show traffic nameplates. Apply and save. Go back, resume. Bear with me, bear with me. This one, that one, this one, and that one. Screen fly 1971. And he's down. There's loads. HCBR with the approach. Pot Singh is there. Piat is there. Jam Fjord. Lin Ray is there. It's a go around. They line up the approach as a cam goes over the. Uh oh! Look out! Look out! But the rest of them is looking sweet. Bot Tip is down. Jam Fjord is down. Nicely done. Bot Sing, Roy Mal. Bit of a bounce, but that's okay. He can do it. Spaceman 11. Piat 691. We can see Robbie. We can see Warhamster. Look at the crab on Warhamster. He's going sideways. It's a go around. The Flyboy 1968 took the scenic route. Colonel Fork is down. Tarnish 42 with the approach. Nicely done. HCBR with a second attempt. Oh, that's butter. Butter smooth, my dude. Butter smooth. Right Boy, Fly Darren, and Moving Pigeon are all inbound. Oh. 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 And they're down. Benny P. Alison Johnson says, I got down early, been having the odd throttle issue. Ah, it's too bad. Can't wait for a Corsair on Microsoft Flight Sim, indeed. Chris is down as the camera is literally rammed off the screen. Brother Lowe is down. Nicely done, my dude. Some very nice landing indeed. Here's Chilled Corky. Scott Flies is inbound. Even with a pair of legs. Gregor, Mountain Biking Rules, 6 knots is down as well. Welcome, welcome. I'd love, I would love to see the C47 or DC3 in the sim. Anna Lisa kindly reminds us, don't forget to press the escape key when you're safely down, girls and boys. Red Dragon is inbound. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa! DJ Error was there somewhere. And now he's over there. Just remember to hit the escape key, my dudes. Dougal McTavish is down. Oh, nicely done, Dougal. There's a red dragon there somewhere. Yeah, the DC3, that'd be amazing. There's Vostom. Big shot Muffy going around. Jack Sorrows made it down. Merlin Flyers in the house. Moving Pigeons. Let's try this view, shall we? This might help. There's Bad Dog. Drop a Vino. Nicely done, fellas. Andy Brown is there. Oh! We felt every bit of it. Rotting Jeans is there. There's Cherub. Oh! Copper Pete. We need a medic. Warhamster going around. Oh, look at that for another landing. Nicely done. Are you in the Armaki? Or the Armachi. There's Sean Lego Man. There's Tortuga. GTA 555 is down. Red Dragon, the GBM, is a beast to be tamed, indeed. Rad Pilot Randy in the barn. That's looking very nice indeed. Big Shot Muffy inbound. There's the Chasman. Fighting the crosswinds hard. There's Andrew Hill. And he's down. Rudder lines up for takeoff. Here's looking at you, kid. Front row center. KLM 194. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did he make it? Major Cons is down. Nicely done, my dude. Garrett Reed is in the house. It's a busy airport indeed. Hey, it's Jack 360. Nicely done. There's Thomas Park. Philly 5 Alive. Nicely done. Sir Vass. Oh, there's butter. So much butter. Delta 99 says, are we going to do a flyby the center of the volcano? Sure, why not? Why not indeed? Moving pigeon. Look at the crosswind. Wendy, I can fly! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh! Uh-oh. Oh! There shall be a few bruises in the morning for Pigeon, indeed. Hold it, Kim. Dangerous Brain says, was watching chat, I forgot what runway, then the sim froze on landing. Oh dear. Well, don't worry, we've another airport to go. Are we all down? Did we all make it? Scotland 737 with the grand entrance. It's looking good. Oh, butter smooth. Nicely done, my dude. Nicely done. Centurion is down as well. Right, I think that's kind of it. So we're going to get moving to our next airport. I left you in this position. Press this and this. And then this. Okay, so we're going to turn off the nameplates because it gets a bit crazy. So turn them off. Turn this guy back on. Like a goat looking at thunder. Okay, so our final destination for this evening. We shall be going from Santorini Airport all the way down to Heraklion, which is on the island of Crete. So LGIOR is the gadget. Don't drop that, Murph. You need one of them. So, LGIR. So we'll go over to our little machine. Go to flight plan. We shall select and clear. Hit flight plan. Hit direct to mode. And we're going for LGIR. L. Golf. India. Romeo. There it be. Enter, enter. There it be. So our landing altitude over in Aircline is 115 feet only. So we'll go over to our altitude select. We're going to go back up to 4,000. Now while we're here, we're a little bit low on the stuff that makes us move. So we're going to add in a bit of fuel. What? It's like a pit stop. Keith Farrell says, Murph's Flying Circus will take over the skies. There'll be no sky, no clouds. All we'll see is planes everywhere. LGSR. Ed, my computing skills are quite limited, whereby the command you put in, the exclamation mark metar LGSR, it should work. But alas, I haven't figured out how to link it to work. It will work on Discord. And the Colonel is trying to say on Twitch, you found the limitations of my brilliance, or lack thereof. It will work on Discord if that's of any help to you. Right. Back to the top of the runway. So there is a taxiway, so you can use, if you guys want to use the taxiway or the runway, whatever's easier for you. Colonel Fork says, it's easy, I'll walk you through it. Nice one, dude. Now, it's easy for you, my dude. Do you remember that scene out of The Simpsons? Mr. Simpson, when we tap your foot, you say the name John Barnes. Okay? Got it. Is your name John Barnes? No. Okay, Mr. Simpson, you seem not to be following. When we tap your foot, you say yes if we ask you if your name is John Barnes. Okay? No problem. I got this. Is your name John Barnes? No. I think he's talking to you. That's the one. Yeah. Caleb says, surprised you're missing a chance to torture us with Greek music. I like Greek music. It's nice. I have Greek music there. Be careful what you wish for. But there's always room for Greek music. Who said Greek music? It's happening. It's happening. Bomba! Okay, flaps set, squawk is squawking, lights are on, power coming in. Murph, may I suggest you pick brighter weather to get the full-on warm weather feeling? You betcha. Let's do this on taxi because we're mad like this. How about... Wait. We can do it. Wait for it. Not that one anyway. Oh dear. The wind is freaking out. Ah. How is that, my dude? The look of concentration and fear. Talk about amazing music. Okay, autopilot. Before we really start breaking things. Heading mode is set. Autopilot on. V-speed, please. Climb at 600 feet per minute. I would go for 7 for the crack. Hello, fire. Ooh, look at the weather now. We're on our holidays. It's official. So, just of our heading here, Murph, we want to go to 090 as we remain in the area for a moment. Something like that. So we'll do a nice slow climb. I miss Crete now. I've been there the last 2 years in a row. It's just paradise, says David Gormley. I've never been there, but I heard it's wonderful. Scott says, watch him break it. It could have happened. How did you get so many weather options, says Care85. There is an add-on called SoFly Weather Preset Pro. And it's something like 7 or 8 euros. I highly recommend it. It gives you such a tonnage of beautiful weather settings. It was recently updated. It's available to buy over on the Orbex store. Bellbro says, Murph, try 1710. Should give a nice sunset. Yeah, I best not change the time of day. That has drastic effects. We won't go as late as 1700 because it'll be dark, but let's go for 1400 and hope it doesn't break. So we're going to press this button. And then we're going to hit this button. And there we go. Put your hands up to your TV monitor, phone, tablet, or whatever you're watching us on. You'll feel the heat. Jared says, do you have Rex weather or default? It's default using the SoFly weather presets. Okay guys, we're going to go left over to 360 degrees, heading due north. Tom Fjord says, I almost married a girl from Crete once. Her family didn't approve, but to be fair, I was punching way above my weight anyway. Well, that's kind of nice looking, isn't it? What song is this? Oh, I think that works. Kind of gives it a summer theme. Benny P says, I think the water textures got better again. 100%. Destination Airport LGIR, Lima Golf, India Romeo. We're currently at 128 knots. We're taking our time. We're climbing up to 4,000 feet. New heading 270 degrees. Kevin Byrne is in the house. Happy Friday, Murph, and blue skies to all. How you doing, Kevin? You're very welcome along. Happy Friday to you too, my dude. The western side of the island is epic, says Warhamster. Let's head over there. Reading up says, what's the destination? Iroquois. LGIR. Lima Golf. India Romeo. Remember guys, I live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 8 PM here on YouTube and on Twitch. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smash that thumbs up button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow. On YouTube, hit subscribe for more of this content. I've dropped a link to our Discord channel here in the chat as well. Be sure to check it out. You're all very welcome to join. Garrett says the view is fantastic. Absolutely.
Hey, good money.
Many thanks, Andreas Jensen, for the subscribe, my dude. Oh, we are getting nice views here. Tim Middleton says, going well. 151 watching and 158 likes. Awesome. We got about 158 currently watching on YouTube, 28 over on Twitch. Hello, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. You join us with the two-tone Murphy flying circus with all our fireflies in the background, making our way from Santorini Island down to Crete, right here on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Look at the views here. Warhamster, you were 100% right. Total Firefly, well, the highest number we had was 82, Ed. 82. Look at the state of that view. Okay, left turn 90 degrees. Gonna head over to 180 degrees. Got a screenshot of the world map. Not sure how to post it. You can post it on Discord, my dude. Delta99 says, doesn't do it much justice. They need a lot of work here. Maybe, but it's not bad for default. Out of the box kind of stuff. Santorini, a potential location for the Two-Tone Murphy meetup. I approve. I am comfortable with that decision. Light Spheres here. Good evening to you, my dude. Just jump on at LGSR. We'll catch up to the Armada in the TBM. Thomas Iskra is in the house. What is your call sign? D Two-Tone Murphy, but you can join us on the open all players server. Okay, we're going to switch to nav mode. Ozfly Simmer is in the house. He says, top of the morning to you, Murph, and chat. Good evening to you, Shane. I hope you're keeping very, very well, my dude. You join us here in Greece. We're doing some island hopping. We've just departed from Santorini Island on our way down to Heraklion, which is on the island of Crete. That's stunning scenery, isn't it? Red Dragon says, Santorini was nicely quiet when I went back there in the early 80s. It tends to get a bit overwhelmed with the big cruise ships that pull in. Ah. The view and scenery, says Keith. It's wow. So guys, Ozflight Simmer, a man who needs absolutely no introduction. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel, keeping us up to date with all the news. And I love the intro in your videos, Oz, when you say, if you're like me, or if you're lazy like me, and you don't want to troll the whole internet to find everything. Like, I'm so grateful for that. I spend so much time trolling the internet to figure out, is there any news? And then we just go onto your channel and it's like, here's everything. It's fantastic. Oh, and by the way, we had 82 live players flying with us tonight. Absolutely crazy. Some very tidy formation flying, it has to be said. Even when I do this. Jam Fjord says, I particularly like this video starts now. Your man just went by us inverted. There's always two. Indeed, a fair crowd. Causeway04 says, with this increase in traffic with your flights, Microsoft's got to give you your own server. So we are just under 20 minutes away from our destination. We're over the sea. Cody Marin has become a member. Many thanks, Cody. You're very welcome aboard. So we're checking out the sights over the Aegean Sea. He says, hello from Idaho. Well, hello from Tipperary, Cody. You're very welcome aboard. Time for a shameless plug. It's still not shameless. If you guys like this kind of stuff, I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 PM Irish time, right here on YouTube and on Twitch. Bloody Holly is now following. Or Bloody Holly? Bloody Holly. Holly is following us on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Hello from Ohio. No, it's not. Hello from Iowa. Well, hello from Tipperary, my dude. You're very welcome along. Keep an eye on the chat, guys. I'm going to put a link into our Discord. Be sure to check that out. We ran our first giveaway on Discord the other day. Causeway04 is now following on Twitch. Many thanks, my dude. So our very first giveaway was on Twitch the other day. So a big shout out to our winners, who are now they're now soon to be the recipients of the official Two-Tone Murphy mug. So the winners: WB1990, John E, Lukester911, 6 Knots, and Catbat9. Congratulations to you guys. Be sure to keep an eye on Discord. We'll be doing another giveaway soon. It's Bloody Holly, like Buddy Holly. I ran out of characters. I kind of knew that, and then I kind of said, "Oh wait, did I do something wrong?" How do you? Is it Spokane or Spokane? I always thought it was Spokane. Spokane, gotcha. Cherub says, exciting times ahead for us in Microsoft Flight Sim with future photogrammetry updates amongst other enhancements. Indeed. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, there is a link to Ozflight Simmer's most recent video. Jim Oates popped it on there for us the other day. Have a look at it. It's all the upcoming things we can expect to drop in Microsoft Flight Sim. Annalisa says, you could give away some old kitchen cabinets sometime in the future. They can now officially say I fly with the two-tone Murphy mug. I know, right? Bloody Holly says, cheers, ladies and gents, and safe travels, two-tone Murphy. Well, many thanks, my dude. How's the group looking? Oh, they're looking good. Many thanks, Bloody Holly, for the subscription, my dude. We'll bring our speed down a bit because I have a feeling we're kind of overshooting people. Cody says, which server are we on? We're on the North Europe one. So I was chatting earlier on about a plugin. And what we're going to do, we're going to tune our frequencies into some ATC.
17, continue present heading, due traffic, expect Naval directly. Copy that, heading 317, 219.
So you can hear ATC chatter in the background. You're not just imagining it, it's actually happening. So we'll give it a listen. Many thanks, Cody, for the subscription, my dude. You're very welcome aboard.
Aeroflot 2031 Tower, good afternoon, Roger, stop at the holding point, I'll call you.
So the sounds you're hearing are from this program here. It's called FSATC Chatter. Now, bear in mind, this is indeed a beta. It's made from Stick and Rudder Studios. These, well, the one developer, Mark, he made XATC Chatter along with X Camera in the world of X Plane, and they've just started work on FSATC Chatter.
Aeroflot 2031 by intersection Kilo 9 up runway 13 left and wait.
Backing up runway 13 left from Kilo, Aeroport 031.
Basically, it injects real-world air traffic chatter. Now, it's not live. All the clips are saved, they're tidied up, you know, they take out call signs so it doesn't break your immersion or whatever. And basically what you can do, it runs outside of your main sim. It connects to the simulator with a program called SimConnect. And basically what it does, it injects real-world ATC chatter into your sim. And what's remarkable about it, you can tune your radios into the actual radios and it'll pick up the region in which you have voices saved. So for example, I have selected Europe, my destination tower, I can tune in LGSR. If we go down and find our destination, which is LGIR, check this out, right? So I'm going to zoom in here on my radio pad. And you can see we're currently tuned to 122.1 over on our COM 1. So if I'm going to go to Aeroplane Tower, it's 122.1. Oh, it's the same as here, so it's a range thing. Aha. If we can go to ground, 121.7, and we hit play chatter.
Hello, yeah, 562 hello, taxi Charlie 9er, cross 18 center, whiskey 5.
Charlie 9er, close 18
Isn't that the coolest thing? And if you're flying in America, for example, well, you can just turn on the United States voice pack.
2204 to hold towards them. Delta 104, once you get enough room, continue Delta Romeo, short of Charlie. Delta Romeo, short Charlie, when we get the room, Delta 2204.
And it also has a custom icon as well. If you name, you can put in your own voice chatter. So as Scott said, if you go to Scotland, will I just speedboat 1, take taxi Delta 9 over to Delta 6, climb and depart, runway 07, flight level 6000, expect 10,000, 5 minutes later, or so on. If you can understand the Scottish accent. But it's a really, really super fun plugin. And the other one, of course, that they worked on was X Camera, which was absolutely fantastic as well. So it's only a matter of selecting where it is you want to fly. It interacts with your radios, so it'll actually change the radios for you. So it's currently in beta. I said I'd share it with you this evening. So do keep your eyes peeled on that. It's fantastic immersion if you're flying offline with no ATC, or if you're new to flight sim and you want to pick up the lingo and just get more comfortable with it. It's a fantastic way of learning how ATC speak and how they talk to the other pilots and the different levels. So it's fantastic. Ozflight says, these guys are legends. How I miss X Camera. I know, right? Absolutely brilliant. Ed says, we must find a way to do live ATC on this channel. Soon, Ed. We'll get that sorted. David Gormley says, I wonder if they have copyrights. So they have an agreement with them. Ozflight says, I don't understand a word you said, Murph, but cleared for landing. But it's a fantastic idea for newbies. I used to love using the program if I was making videos. Because, if you're doing an outside shot and then you go inside the aircraft and you can play a bit of ATC chatter, it's fantastic. So it's a great plugin. It's working flawlessly. Even though it's a beta, it works perfectly. There's absolutely zero frame hit. There's no performance hit. Ed says you have 2 real-world controllers here. Indeed, indeed. We need to work on something, Ed. We shall chat at some stage and figure out how it all works. Because if we all arrived into, VATSIM some night, all 80 odd of us, well, I imagine they'd freak out. Just a little bit. So, with that said, I'm Mitri says, or is it Dimitri? At Murph, greetings from Vancouver, Captain. You are flying at my childhood stomping grounds today. I couldn't resist. Had to be here. Well, you're very welcome along, my dude. Ed says, yeah, not on VATSIM. No, we'll probably do our own thing first. And also, the advantage of having real-world ATC guides is, well, we can do some training and teach people. So be sure to keep your eyes on Discord for that. John Marr says, hello to all tonight. Does anyone know how Microsoft Flight Sim will be on Xbox X? We're still waiting. We're still waiting. So the runways we have in Aircline is 09 or 27, or 12 and 30. So I'm thinking we're going to go for runway 12. Or are we? Where's the wind coming in? 276. Okay, that changes that so. So we will go for runway 27. So same rules will apply. We'll change our heading over to 150 degrees. We'll continue flying on this heading for a little bit. As you can see, we're down here. Once we get to this small little island area, it's going to be a left turn. We're going to head out this neck of the woods and then come back in over the coast. That sounds like a plan. I love it when a plan comes together. You join us tonight, along with the Two-Tone Murphy Flying Circus, as we continue on with some of our Greek island hopping. Some very, very close formation flying. It looks like that scene from Apocalypse Now. Some amazing flying tonight. So as we approach this little island, we're now going to go to heading mode. That'll turn us to our left-hand side. We can go ahead and activate that now. So let's see, will this be enough to fly? Should be. Then it'll be a right turn onto final. We can start lowering some altitude here as well. We're going to bring us down to 2,000 feet. We're going to V-speed that one down. 600 feet per minute. Osfly Simmer says, Murph, sorry I can't stay. Thanks again for the great content. See you, mate. And bye, chat. Many thanks, Osfly Simmer. Shane, great to see you, my dude. I hope you have a wonderful day today. And, look forward to your next video, mate. Many thanks for stopping by. Look at the state of that view. Keith Farrell says, Murph, are Microsoft going to put where all the people in the other planes can speak to each other? Yes, soon. They are working on a version of kind of it's like TeamSpeak kind of thing, but they are working on it. It just feels warm and fuzzy. Scott Voight says, have to run, dinner is ready. Happy flight, y'all. Many thanks for stopping by, Scott. Let's hope that computer build continues to make progress. Really looking forward to having you flying with us soon. You're flying the island of Dea, named after Zeus. Says, I'm Dimitri. Nice. Yeah, like the history over this neck of the woods is off the chart. So what can we tell you about Irakloin? Well, it's in Crete. It opened in 1937. It's a shared civilian and military airport. The first aircraft to operate here was a Junkers Ju-52 that carried their first passengers, and then after the war, DC-3s took the hold-up. It handled about 8 million passengers in 2019. Heraklion is home to the oldest city in Europe, known as Knossos or Knossos or Knossos. It was built around 2000 BC from a Bronze Age settlement. The island of Crete is a large tourist destination. There's amazing history, plenty of nightlife, and it's very popular with European holidaymakers. Definitely somewhere I would like to visit. Home of the famous Minotaur, the half-man, half-bull. Ah! Well, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we should have a visual on the runway, which is over here somewhere. Bring up our little map, which we do. And we're flying into the sunset, as was our wont. So, Murph, we're going to turn off the autopilot. We'll turn our face cam on for the dramatic effect as we try and get this machine landed safely. As we descend, the scenery here is beautiful. Now bring up the little map here, Murph, because you could struggle. We pretty much just... There's the runway. We've got the runway in sight. The sunsets in Crete are amazing, I can only imagine. Walton says, bringing back all my memories of playing Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Annalisa says, I'm surprised at the amount of passengers, to be honest. It's crazy. It's crazy, I know. Passengers. It's really, you know, it's amazing. As Dougal will know, I jumped out of helos too many times to count to the mountains on your left. Awesome, dude. Murph, you're shocking low. But look at the views. And the waves and the beaches and all the resorts and stuff. Runway heading is 270. The sand in Crete is insanely hot. Blistered feet getting out of the sea, says Luxter. Don't hit the mountain, Murph. The last time Colonel Fork said that, it was like watching, you know, seconds from disaster. That's how close I was. So guys, we're going to do the same thing again. Once I get landed, we'll turn the nameplates on, put the cameras on you guys, play the funny music, and a reminder, as soon as you get landed off the runway, just hit the escape key. That'll allow us to load in more aircraft to watch landings, otherwise they're kind of, you know, stealth mode, or cloaked. So we've got a notch of flaps here. We're above the glide slope now. David says, will you do a tour of Crete some evening? Yeah, sounds good. Red Dragon says, try the mountain gorges in the west of Crete. They're amazing. Nice. Okay, we're very high. Now, my understanding is the mesh correct here. I would have thought, I thought there was cliffs coming in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Peter Carney says, oh look, there's Cherso. I've no sober memories of there at all. Look at that guy. Look how low he is. You can do it. Careful now, Murph. Don't butcher the landing. You have a lot of people watching you. No pressure. We're all counting on you. So runway 27 it is. We're going to try and hold this center line. Eyes down to the end of the runway. Power to idle. Slowly but surely bring that nose up for our flare. Hold the nose, let the speed bleed off. There's contact. Reversed thrust. Coming in. Yeah, the mesh is a little bit off. I thought it was on a cliff, to be honest, but it's still fine. So, flaps coming back in. Get ourselves taxied off here to the left-hand side. Get ourselves turned around here so we can see all the flying circus arriving. Buttermurph says cat bat. It was a manky landing. Now, manky isn't good. So, park and brake comes on. Hit our little escape key, or escape. Traffic. Show nameplates. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. I need this gadget. This gadget. Now, bear with me. Don't all land together. We need this, this, and that. Spaceman 11 is down. Nice, nice. Or Barchett is inbound. Nicely done, my dude. Centurion is inbound. Piat 691. We can see Causeway 04, Moving Pigeon. Servaas is there. Centurion is down. Nicely done, my dude. HCBR, that was a very nice landing, my dude. We can see the improvements of your landings even on tonight's stream. Exu is down. Moving Pigeon fighting the crosswind, but he made it. Look at the look at the crab on that. What a landing. Fantastic stuff. Uh-oh, Major Kongs. Uh-oh. He's okay. He's okay. Nicely done, fellas. 6 knots folded Kim and Tarnish 42 inbound. Look at the crab on folded Kim. You can do it. You can do it. Nice. Andrew Hill is down. Fly Simon HK. Tarnish is down. Here comes Bryboy, Pre-Fontaine, Dropovino inbound. Nicely done, fellas. Nicely done. Remember, guys, to hit that escape key as soon as you get landed. So we can hear oh, there we go. Mountain Biking Rules is down, as is Chris. Brother Low is down as well. Right, so I think I need to do what I did a minute ago, which is go this direction. And we'll try and catch everyone coming in. And we'll do a little something like this. Because I think that worked. Ah, Paul Gary inbound. Papa Joe B. 6 knots says, thanks Murph, heading now. Many thanks to you, my dude. Screen Fly 1971 is down. A little bounce, but that's okay. Uh-oh, Benny P. It's a go around. Light sphere. Look at that crosswind. And he's down. Texas One Flyboy likes this view. Yeah, this is not a bad view. Chilled Corky is inbound. Full flaps. There's KLS inbound. War Hamster. Oh, it looks like a go around. There's Jepson 2001. Followed quickly by Bad Dog. He's a great dog. Oh. And he's down. AJ88 is in. Tribal Possum is in. Benny P has serious rudder problems. That's too bad, my dude. Flight Darren is down.
Traffic.
Thomas Spark along with Cherub. Nicely done, fellas. Cat Bat with the crosswind landing. Looks amazing. Sean Lego Man is there as well. Rad Pilot Randy makes an appearance. Whoa! Big shot Muffy. Look at the crab on that. HBBN. He's down. What's Big Shot gonna do? Jared Vark. He makes it. Symbology 101. Oh, look at that on the center line. Oh, there's going to be butter here. Moving Pigeon is there. Oof. The wheelbarrow landing. But he's down. The Burko Flyer right on the center line as well. Very nicely done. Dougal McTavish makes his grand entrance along with Gregor. Very nicely done, Dougal. And very nicely done, Gregor. Herbie Hare is over there. Nice, dude. Very nice. Uh-oh. Roy Mal! Somebody get a medic for Roy! Sir Vass is inbound. Merlin Flyer. Nicely done, my dude. HCBR is inbound. It's Jack 360. Nicely done, my dude. Jamfjord has made it. Nicely done. There's Vostom. Big shot for another crosswind landing. Nicely done, my dude. Two Guns Tommy is making an appearance. Cater Comet is down. Ali Katz makes the arrival. The Chessman has arrived. Andy Brown 7 made it. Sand Scorcher 75. He's thinking about it. Nicely done, Ali Katz. There's more. Somewhere. Benny P. Oh, can he do it? Can he do it? Dangerous Brian. Fighting the wind. What can he do from here? It's on the center line. There's Bodip. Nicely done. Ish. Brian, you're nearly there, dude. And he's down. Fast Pete 84 is here. Tommy Two Guns has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Warhamster. It's looking good. Hey, Marty is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Friday. Red Dragon with another approach. The tension is real. Sir Vass is his way. We will see you on the next one, my dude. Asher, here's Chippy Arnold. Moving Pigeon. And Tortuga. There's Chippy. Nicely done, my dude. Tortuga, nicely done. The approach is looking really good. Come on, the pigeon. Don't stop the pigeon. The Runinator. There's Sand Sorcher. Or Sand Scorcher, even. Simon Hughes King says, good night from Limerick. We'll catch you soon, dude. Many thanks for joining us here tonight. We can hear one more. USA PR1 and Scotland 737. Oh, butterly smooth. Nicely done. What a night of flying, and what a night of generosity and a night of hard work from our fantastic mods. A big hats off to all our pilots. Uh-oh, moving pigeon. There he goes. You can do it. Go on, you can do it. He'll get there eventually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anyway, come on, pigeon. We believe in you. We're all counting on you. Anyway, guys, I just want to say a big thank you for all your support and for your company this evening. As Warhamster says, Murph, you must have a tan from that 55-inch screen. Oh, the pressure is real. We hit some sort of a record tonight with all our different airplanes flying with us. I do hope you guys enjoyed our Greek island hopping. We're back to you on Monday at the usual time of 8 p.m. and we're going back to Nam with our part 2 of our Vietnam special. Don't forget, guys, be sure to join us over on Discord. As who's that? Battlefield 78 is now following. Many thanks. Really appreciate all the love and support you guys give every single time you show up here. And I have to figure out some words. Many thanks, Piat, for the donation as well. I'm sure it's all happening now. Butter Boy. And it's just nuts. 'Twas another good one, Murph, says Piat. Well, thank you all so very much. Go to bed now, go to sleep, for it is the weekend. We have made it. I will see you all very, very soon. Good night, take care, and thanks for stopping by. See you later, guys.